this file is chapter 15.
Oh.
In its files.
Under lilies.
There we go. There we go. Make sure it's turned all the way down. Hey everybody, Arkanova here.
And focus heal.
Who will we fight first? Obviously we gotta fight the sponsor first, I guess. But then we're gonna lose Tsubasa probably. Like, I don't know why it wouldn't just put me right at the decision. But not let me go through all this shit. Like, they act like Commune is the only one who knows how to work the escape pod. We fixed it, so Tsubasa, who was going to be able to fix it in 50 days, should know how to at least operate it now.
Well, yeah, we're thinking right now.
Yeah, instead of trying to go kill Dalsha, we're going to go kill the sponsor first, I guess. Because that didn't work so well. Is this too extra frosty?
Oh, yep. So you attack me,
Yes.
but for
So,
no reason.
so let's see if it has an enhanced voltage flavor.
It's not gonna have an
You
enhanced
don't
flavor.
know. Oh damn.
Oh, it is the same. You
Oh,
are
damn.
fucking with me.
That tastes the exact same.
I do.
Should have put fucking shark bite in here. More blue.
More blue.
It's the only way to describe it. It just tastes more blue. I still want to defeat the sponsor. They're the embodiment of evil. Unless we eradicate them from this world, they'll come back to haunt us again and again. I fell for their ruse and became a murderer. I can't let anyone else make that same mistake. I totally agree with Takumi. I love him. I'll never forgive the sponsor for toying with us and exploiting our kindness. Never. Nobody gets away with harming my dear Takumi. Oh. My dear Takumi. Is there something we should know? That was a joke. Just a joke. There's nothing going on between Takumi and me. Nothing at all, right? Right, Takumi? Huh? Oh, yeah. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. Like, not even a teensy little thing? Cross your hearts and hope to die? What sort of follow-up question is that? I already said it was nothing. Although, I mean, if we're getting technical, there is this one thing. Why are you telling him about that? It just slipped out. Blow up and die, you dumb normies. Only Takumi, though. What is happening? Why are Tsubasa and Takumi fighting all of a sudden? Because we're love. This is more of an expression of love. You'll understand when you're older. Stop it. We have better things to do than tease me right now.
Oh. No. What the fuck? Oh my god. You got like
I win.
the short. You win.
I think we should be talking about this even more. We all want to see you happy, Takumi. What? See me happy? You've been suffering all this time because you took on the toughest role among us. So when we see you happy, it gives us a sense of relief. Basically, we wish for your happiness as much as you wish for ours. Didn't you know? We were heartbroken all those days because you were out of commission. We'll all fight the sponsor for daring to inflict so much pain on you just to kick.
Because making you happy is the only reason we're even fighting.
No. In that moment, I knew in my heart that we could beat the sponsor. Also, I also knew that Yugama was a little gay. Nothing wrong with that. But, you know, I don't swing that way. I swing Tsubasa's way. Friends like this behind me, I could overcome any cunning or intrigue the sponsor threw at me. This time, we'll succeed. The sponsor is going down. Oh, we heard that before. We all exchanged glances and nodded. I vowed to myself that we would defeat the sponsor. Okay, we need to firm up our strategy. If you'll all kindly accompany me to the biolab. Why the biolab? There's something I need to show everyone. Something critical to our plan in beating the sponsor. Yama let us all to the biolab. Here you go. Take a look at these. Yama retrieved some things from a shelf and laid them out on the desk. Eek. These are dismembered parts of a dead body. Yes, indeed. I went around collecting them from all over the schoolyard while we were on our little break. A dismembered body in the schoolyard? Whose is it? There's no mistaking it. These are the body parts of the first sponsor, the one who self-destructed on the last day of the second round. They blew themselves up to hide their identity after they realized the poison was lethal. That must be why some of these body parts are charred. Anyway, I analyzed these assorted remains the other day, and I discovered something very intriguing. This body had already been dead for several years? Years? But the sponsor only self-destructed 20 or so days ago. I was surprised too. I convinced myself I must have made a mistake. So I checked again and again, but the result was always the same. Every corpse had been dead for at least a few months, sometimes years. So my final conclusion was this. The sponsor's true identity was a dead body. Dead body? You mean they were a zombie? Think about it. Doesn't it make a lot of what we knew about them make sense? They didn't need to eat or sleep. They kept coming back even when we killed them. That's like textbook definition of zombie. I don't know. It sounds too outrageous to me. You think it's impossible, right? But how many impossible things have we already witnessed since coming to this academy? There's probably an actual person controlling these dead bodies using hemoanima. That would explain why the sponsor had so many bodies at their disposal. They were all corpse puppets. And they could grab as many dead bodies as they wanted from a cemetery or something. That's what the first sponsor really was. An army of dead bodies. Jesus.
Damn.
What are we writing? What are you making notes? Zombies?
No, not making zombie notes.
No. This idea could also explain why they organized the invader hunt in the first place. What do you mean? By making us slaughter invaders by the dozens, the sponsor would get their prime pick of dead bodies. Then they could create as many spares as they wanted. They were powering themselves up by making us create dead bodies for them. Exactly. To the sponsor, we were just corpse-churning contractors. That's why the rules of the hunt are fairly lenient toward the players. It was set up in such a way to ensure the sponsor wouldn't lose too many of their contractors all at once. Only executing one player per round did seem kind of half-assed to me. And the duration of each round suddenly went up to 15 days, slowing down the pace of the execution. The points distribution system was to help us stay alive for longer as well. Because of that, we were able to hunt together in teams. Also that we could create as many dead bodies as possible. We've been dancing to that zombie's morbid tune, and it irks the hell out of me. What are you drawing?
I just have an idea that popped into my head now, so I want to write it down before I forget.
Well, what's the idea?
It's for our stuff.
Our stuff?
For me, for you?
Ooh. Yeah, so editing that Elden Ring thing is going to be a bitch.
Yeah.
Even though it's all edited. Now I have to figure out, like, how I'm going to edit in an interesting intro.
Yep.
I don't even know what I'm going to fucking put in there. Do you think the second sponsor's also a corpse puppet? Odds are deathly high. They claim to be the sponsor's successor, but they're likely just one of many corpses the first sponsor still has at their disposal. This is mind-boggling. The sponsor's been using us all this time. To create dead bodies that they then turn into zombies. But wait. A blood-curdling possibility suddenly flashed across my mind. If the sponsor could control dead bodies, Yugamu, if the sponsor's ability is to control corpses, could they use our friends' bodies as well? What if they raid Kyoshika's grave and steal Kurata's body? Gaku and Eito's bodies are in danger as well. We've left them in the morgue. The sponsor could have easily stolen them from under our noses. That's just inhuman. Using their bodies even after they've died? Let's go check the graves and morgue immediately. We need to make sure the bodies are all accounted for. We all turned at once and started to dash out of the lab when... Whoa, chill out, guys. Yugamu stopped us, his arms outstretched across the doorway. I've already secured our friends' remains. Secured them? Where? In their own dignified coffins in my room. Since we're on the subject, come and pay your respects. We hesitantly headed to Yugamu's room. Inside we saw... I don't want to see it. Oh. Very odd. But very oddly out of... I don't know. Oddly respectful for an assassin to be this dignified and, like, prayer... I don't even know the word. Devout? Respectful? Yeah, respectful to these remains.
I mean, these people weren't just work. So.
Yeah, but he's still an assassin, so, you know, it's really weird for him to think that he can do this. Gamu's room was packed from wall to wall with coffins. It looked more like a morgue than a bedroom.
Where's your furniture? Your bed? I dismembered and disposed of them. I figured these guys' eternal sleep was more important than mine, you know?
Oh, damn.
Thank you, Yugamu. for protecting their bodies all by yourself.
I'm sorry for calling you gay. You're actually pretty sweet.
I'm so glad they're safe.
Yeah. You did great. Once the invader hunt is over, we'll give them a proper reburial.
Yugamu, what are those things on top of the coffins?
The bombs from inside their bodies.
Oh.
I surgically removed them when I brought them here.
Oh, damn.
It didn't feel right to leave something so sickening inside them, even in death, you know?
Damn, he's actually the coolest motherfucker in the group.
Yugamu.
I can feel my tears welling up at Yugamu's kind consideration. He was probably more repulsed by the bombs than ever, having been blown up by one himself the other day. We all stood before the coffins to pay our respects before leaving Yugamu's room. The moment we stepped out of Yugamu's room onto the rooftop, we heard an unexpected voice.
Oh.
Hey, do you guys have it? Not for you, fucker.
Nope.
Long time no see, everyone. Ima and Kako. Well, you two are an unusual sight around here. To what do we owe the honor? I could already feel tensions rising. We exchanged knowing glances and prepared ourselves to fight if we needed to. Nobody could tell what these two were thinking. They even injured Nozomi during the Ava incident before. No need to be so wary. We're here to offer you our unconditional surrender. Right, like a white flag. Kako raised both hands as a sign of surrender. So, you're not going to antagonize us anymore? I mean, it's not like we can beat you guys, right? And now Takamaru is dead. There's really no point in competing against you the way things are right now. In fact, we were hoping we could join you. Sounds like a good deal. For you. After all those terrible things you said to Takumi. I'm not expecting you to welcome us for free. Of course, I come bearing a gift. What kind of gift? My life. I'll stay in last place all throughout the next round and die. In exchange, I ask that you keep my dear sister safe when I'm gone. Deal. Just do you...
No! I'm not shaking to that.
That's the art of the deal right there.
At least for that round.
That's all we need. Well, no, friggin', because that's this is the last round. It goes until the last day. Brother dearest, what are you talking about? I'm talking about shut the fuck up. I'll even let you lock me in that cage in the courtyard if you doubt my sincerity. Then I'll die in the same cage Ava once occupied. Poetic justice for my attempted murder of her, don't you think? Ima. Brother dearest, no. How could I live without you? Very easily. Come now, sister dearest. This is the way it should be.
It's an unspoken rule that an older brother takes the place of his sister when she faces certain death.
No. Ima's words made me remember what Ava said just before she died.
To earn my title
Blah, blah, blah. He's not a mother.
and the strength.
He's a creeper. A loving heart that moved someone to give their life to protect another, completely contrary to what the killing game stood for. And that was why it's fine. You can both join our team. Really? Yeah, Takamaru asked me to forgive you two anyway. I'm so grateful, Mr. Sumino. I will die as promised, so please take care of my dear. On one condition. Ima, you are prohibited from dying. You need to survive too. What? Hold on, Mr. Sumino. If I survive, someone else has to die. No, nobody has to die. We're going to put an end to this game. Don't worry, as long as we remain united, the sponsor will be no match for us. Seems like someone's developed a killer new attitude since we saw him last. But that's how our leader should be. I feel like we're letting these two off easy, but I'm good if Takumi is. Ima, Kako, let's put our past behind us and work together for the future. Gross. I usually can't stand cringy stuff like this, but I'll let this one slide. It'll be a change from all that awkwardness, at least. To be fair to the others, we all fell for the sponsor's ploy to divide and conquer. Now we're finally united as one again. The pride of the Special Defense Unit is at stake. Let's take down that sponsor. Our newfound unity made us all the more determined to fight against our enemy. We'd carry on the will of those who had passed before us and do what needed to be done. Where'd you go?
Up and out of troops, time to rise and shine!
Alright, sorry about that. I had to be right back. I refuse to give my life. Alright, let's get this meeting started. Needless to say, we're here to discuss how to bring down the sponsor once and for all. I shot Yugamu a glance and he took over. To beat the sponsor, we'll first have to deal with the 3 deadly weapons they wield. First of all, their suit. As you all know by now, it has the ability to negate hemo-anima-based attacks. None of our superhuman attacks will even scratch it. Technology that nullifies the power of divine blood, the inventor must be a real wizard. But it's crazy weak against physical attacks. Anyone can destroy it with a regular weapon. Yeah, we broke through it before with a simple crossbow. It's not all that tough. We shot holes in the first sponsor suit some 50 nights ago. But damaging it wasn't the real problem. The sponsor has 2 other weapons at their disposal. The bees are especially lethal. If we so much as touch the sponsor, they'll swarm around and attack us. Just like when they killed the others by sucking their blood dry. Mr. Yakushiji was killed by those accursed bugs too. Why are those bees still here in the school after the change of sponsors? Likely because they aren't servants to a specific sponsor. They serve the invader hunt itself. So long as the game continues, we'll have to live in fear of those bees. It's not like the bees are invincible though. Remember, we also have one of the sponsor suits. The bees can't touch anyone who's wearing it. But here comes our biggest problem, the sponsor's 3rd weapon. A deadly new weapon they've somehow gotten their hands on, the detonator for the bombs inside of us. Hey, Yugamu, you're good at messing with people. Can you safely remove the bomb from me? With me not being dead? Or remove the bomb out of me and then let me die and then bring me back in the Revomatic? Being held back by bombs in our bodies is such a killing game cliche at this point. It's starting to feel like deja vu. Hey. Just because it happened in 999 and Virtue's Last Reward and Zero Time Escape and probably Danganronpa 1 or 2. Shut up. There were 7 buttons on that controller. Each button had an image of one of us on it. They probably did that so they wouldn't accidentally press the wrong button in the heat of the moment. It ensures the right person gets taken out before they attack the sponsor. The 3rd weapon is maybe the worst of all. With that around, we can't even get close. Hey, I know. What if I attack the sponsor while wearing the suit? Nozomi, what is this nonsense? Are you still trying to die? No, this isn't a suicide mission. In fact, I think the odds are in my favor. Think about it. There's no one better than me to do the job because I don't have a bomb in my body. Oh, right. You're not an official member, so... Nozomi came to the Academy of her own free will. She basically snuck in without the people in charge noticing. Unlike us, she hadn't had a bomb implanted in her while she was unconscious. Even so, was it a good idea to put Nozomi in such great danger? Even if we did beat the sponsor by risking her life, I'd say building a strategy around Nozomi is feasible. It negates one of the sponsor's weapons. That's big. So I can do it? But even if we risk your life to beat the sponsor, would that really end the game? Beat the sponsor, beat the game. Oh no, the sponsor's actually still alive. That's been the flow of events so far. Right. Another successor might show up. They've got an army of zombies after all. Creating successors out of dead bodies is so freaky, even for me. But didn't the sponsor mention they only had 1 body right now? Obviously that was a lie. Why would they show their hand so easily? We should assume the sponsor still has multiple bodies. It's pointless to kill just the one we can see. How about if we find and kill the person controlling them? There being one person in control was just a theory. Even if I was right, where would this person be? How could we find them? The sponsor's like a roach that can't be squished. Tsubasa suddenly raised her voice in frustration. They should just drop dead already. Why won't this game end? Don't be sad, Mr. Tsubasa. It's basically stylistic form for killing games to drag on and on. Stylistic form? Ever notice how killing games in movies or comics never seem to end once they get started? The players exploit a loophole and think they've won, only to find themselves at the start of another game. They beat the mastermind and think it's finally over, only for the true mastermind to show up. Yeah. Like, oh, we beat Danganronpa. Oh, just kidding. Monokuma wasn't the actual evil guy. It was Enoshima Junko, the mistress of almighty mega despair and bad stuff forever. Oh, we beat Jigsaw, but hey, guess there's another Jigsaw. Oh, and there's another Jigsaw, and another, and Saw just keeps on going. It sounds like you are describing the Invader Hunt. Yeah, because so far as killing games go, this hunt's about as cliche as they come. I mean, have you seen the rules?
There's no clear rule explaining how the players can win this game. I bet the sponsor's hoping it'll drag on forever. Oh, just knock me out now.
No. I prefer killing games that start and end with a bang. Oh, my recent wrecks include Daughter proceeded to go on a tangent about killing game reviews and theories, but I'd already tuned out by no. I know they can't say it. I know it'd be copyright infringement or something, and they wouldn't allow it. But no, you're the makers of Danganronpa. You can say it. And something she said earlier that I couldn't get out of my mind. I wonder if this takes place in the same universe as Danganronpa. There's no clear rule explaining how the players can win this game. She was right. There was nothing in the rules about us winning. For some odd reason, that statement stuck in my mind, even though I couldn't figure out for the life of me why it seemed so important. Takumi, are you okay, dear? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Just thinking about something. I ignored the odd sensation, focused on continuing the discussion. Let's put our heads together. Come up with a way to beat the sponsor and prevent another one from showing. We talked over different ideas right up until nighttime, but still couldn't come up with anything viable.
Heady soldiers.
Our break time ends tomorrow. The fourth round will start in 2 days. I didn't want to play this game anymore. I've been hoping we would take out the sponsor before it started, but getting flustered now solves nothing. I should just go to bed. I slipped into bed and lay down with every intention of sleeping. But it was not to be. My mind was still actively thinking about Dotami's words from this afternoon, and sleep had all but fled from me.
There's no clear...
I didn't know why I was so hung up on that one point, and I still couldn't find an answer to, no matter how hard I thought about it. Eventually I finally started drifting off. Because I fell asleep with the lights on, my sleep was shallow that night, but I did dream. In those dreams, I relived the events that had occurred ever since the sponsor showed up. Game will immediately cease if the sponsor just harms a participant without just cause. The forceful ending of the game was just one thing that could be construed as a player victory. Maybe that was why I got so hung up on what Dotami said. Because a player victory condition actually did exist. The next thing that flashed across my mind was Yugamo being blown up by the second sponsor. The invader hunt didn't end then, even though they'd murdered a player. But he had just cause as he was being attacked. That was because Yugamo attacked the sponsor first, so punishing him for that was considered just cause. The current sponsor carried that terrible remote control capable of blowing us up everywhere they went. The scene changed when I saw the bodies of our friends that Yugamo secured. The bombs on top of the coffins. Yugamo had surgically removed them post-mortem. He was blown up by one himself. He must have abhorred their very existence. That's a lot of bombs, too, dude. That's a fucking huge bomb chain. This was a terrifying weapon that was tucked away in the bodies of all my friends.
It's an unspoken rule that an old...
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Next, the memory of Ima and Kako asking to join our team surfaced in my mind. Ima declared that he would die on behalf of Kako. His determination touched me. Just then, I sat up in bed, suddenly wide awake. I found it! I found it! I had an epiphany while sifting through those memories in my dreams. I found a way to end this game. I ran out of my room and went to wake up Yugamo Dotami. We let our love sleep, though. She's sleepy. What is it, Takumi? It's the dead of the night, you know. Yeah, what do you want? I was just about to go visit Mistress Tsubasa in her room. Listen, guys. I finally found it. I found a way to end the invader hunt. You mean you found a way to definitively kill the sponsor? No, we're not going to kill the sponsor. We're going to end the game. What now? Is there any difference? As different as chalk and cheese. Conflating the two was our first mistake. I shared my new strategy with my friends. Their reaction? That does sound like it could be worth a try. But it's Yugamu's handiwork that'll make or break the whole thing. You sure it's gonna work? I'm sure. He's already taken out 6 of those things. You could probably do it blindfolded by now, right? I've never done it on a living patient before, okay? Don't come crying to me if I end up killing you instead. It doesn't matter. We can just keep coming back to the revival-matic until you get it right. True. You're making this sound like some peaceful picnic. Well, I'll give it a try. It is the job of a leader's aide to pander to his every women fancy, after all. We don't have much time, so let's start right away. I need you to come with me to the biolab. Oh, so we are going to try and take it out pre-mortem. Cool. I was right. Man, I would make a great detective. Because I knew exactly how you felt about me before you even did. I'm like, you love me, and that made you upset when I said that? Because you wanted to surprise me by saying it? Yeah? Yeah? Yeah?
Maybe.
No, you said so. You said so. You said you wanted to surprise me by saying it. We quietly and stealthily made our way to the biolab. Taking care not to be discovered by the sponsor. Why do we care if we're discovered or not? We're not doing anything. Take off your clothes and lie down on that table over there. Dottie and I comply with Yama's instructions, stripping down with our backs to each other. I have to let 2 boys see me naked? Gross. I might as well go the whole 9 yards and start making the O face now. Come on, this is an emergency. It's not like we've got any ulterior motive.
Says the pervert trying to sneak glances at my boobs.
I'm gonna tell Mr. Tsubasa about this. I wasn't looking. I didn't see anything. You ready? Then let's do this. Oh, but first some anesthetic. Yagama poked a syringe into my neck as I lay on the table. There was a sharp prickling pain for a moment, and then my vision turned blurry. I began to feel lightheaded and sleepy. Forever. Oh yeah, forever. Sleepy, 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 slurpy, sloppy, slappins.
You did it, Yukamu. You did it.
Dotami's got a nice rack.
Great! Now I'm damaged goods. On the bright side, this scar makes it look like I was in an epic sword fight or something. A scar on the back would have been a swordsman's shame.
Yep.
Removing that thing from a living body was certainly different. I was out of my element.
How? Our organs were in the same fucking places.
Anyway, better put your clothes on. The opening ceremony for the 4th round is about to begin.
We quickly got dressed, hiding the large scars on our chests under our clothes. Tsubasa's gonna be sad we're hurt. And then...
Good morning, people of Lost Defense Academy.
The 4th round of the Invader Hunt will now begin. Gather at the Leisure Lounge so I can explain the rules. This is it. It's do or die time. Yagama and I will go on ahead and tell the others about the plan. Come and join us when you're ready. Yeah, I'll be right there. After parting ways with Dotami and Yugamu, I went back to my room and got changed. Once that was done... We all dashed out of the Leisure Lounge. It was time for our showdown. Finally, although, what's with that getup of yours? The sponsor seemed a little confused by my appearance. It was only natural since I was wearing the same thing they were. I stood before them in the suit that Hiroko had retrieved at the cost of her life. Takumi, why are you dressed like that? What's going on, Takumi? Everyone else looked equally confused. That was the act they were supposed to be putting on. I smell a big fat rat. Is this your version of a taunt? Coming here in that suit can only mean one thing, am I right? That depends on your response. I answered the sponsor in a calm, quiet voice. One question for you, sponsor. You've been hounding and pestering me ever since you showed up. Why? I thought I told you before. It's because you're the most entertaining one here. You're such a little goody-goody, which makes you capable of the cruelest decisions. A pair of goody two-shoes would happily step into the most disgusting puddle of filth to protect someone if they could. I just knew you would provide top-class entertainment if I pushed you into a corner. And that's exactly what you did. Are your hands still stained with the blood of those people you murdered in cold blood, serial killer Takumi? The sponsor's jarring laughter echoed throughout the room. Okay, now's the perfect time to get angry. I'm glad you were so entertained, and I hope you're ready for more. Let's see how funny you find this. Wait, Mr. Subino, what are you thinking? That's against the rules. Down, Takumi, down. You can't be serious about this. Don't do it, Takumi. Everyone tried to stop me. Of course, this was all part of the act, too. We needed to make it seem like I was acting on my own, totally independent from the others. This was the scene we were trying to present to the bees hovering above. Let's go. I've made up my mind. I have to do this. I shook off the pleas of the others. The sponsor has to pay for what they did, for making me kill other humans. Ah! I charged at the sponsor full speed, a knife in my hand. The bees swooped toward me in the familiar cacophony of beating wings. Obviously, they meant to suck out the blood of the rule breaker dry. But their stingers couldn't penetrate the suit I was wearing. I raised the knife. The suit could repel any cryptoglobin-based attacks, but was weak against physical attacks. Even a knife would be able to break through it. You really didn't think this through, Takumi. Have you forgotten my other weapon? The sponsor took out the remote control. Sheesh, I was hoping you could entertain me for a while more before you broke. Alas, all good things must come to an end. So long, Takumi. Let's play again in our next lives. Click. The sponsor pressed the detonation button for the bomb in my body. But I wasn't the one who got blown up. Oh shit! He switched the. Oh, he didn't. He didn't take him out. He switched their positions.
Oh no!
He said it was Dotami. Now he's confused. Dotomy and I will exchange the bombs in our bodies. When I violate the rules, the sponsor will press the button for the my bomb. He blew up Dotomy without just cause because Takumi was the one who attacked him.
Oh, dun, dun, dun.
But when they do that, the one who actually explodes will be Dotomy, who hasn't broken any rules at all. Right, that will fulfill the victory condition of this game. The game will immediately cease if the sponsor harms a participant without just cause. That's how we'll win. Will the sponsor really honor that rule, though? They could just change it on the spot. Between the two of them, the sponsors have tampered with the rules of the hunt plenty already. That's true. The rules have been more like guidelines than anything else, but I have a feeling this one is set in stone. When I was laid up in bed before, the sponsor came to my room. I wish I could torture you myself, but alas, that would be against the rules. They sounded genuinely sad when they said that. So this is a rule even the sponsor, with all their authority, can change. I think so. The moment they blow up Dotomy instead of me, something will happen. I didn't know how, but the sponsor would be heavily punished. That would give us an opportunity we needed to beat them. Hold up, you're talking like it's a given. I'll get blown up in your place. Why has it gotta be me? It doesn't matter who does it, right? Couldn't you use Ima or one of those other guys?
Hey.
No, you have to be the one. It absolutely has to be you. I've decided. Yo, and why is that? Because you got to kiss Tsubasa before me. So it's just a personal grudge? You're the normie who needs to blow up and die. Why do you care? We'll bring you back with the revival-matic right away. Of course I care. This mouth that kissed Lady Tsubasa's delicate lips will be destroyed. Good, you homewrecker. Those lips are mine. You're killing me, Takumi, but in a good way. That's the sort of high-handedness I expect from a successful leader. That's me. I aspire to be that petty. Once I ascertained the bomb had gone off, I took the suit off and stormed towards the sponsor. That was against the rules. You broke the rules, sponsor. Blowing up Dotomy when she didn't do anything at all? That's a grave violation. You killed Miss Amemiya. Yeah, give her back to us. What the? You're back already? For a while, the sponsor said nothing as we surrounded and hurled accusations at them. You really had me fooled. Eventually, they let out a subdued sigh. I totally miscalculated. You switched the bombs in your bodies, huh? When I pressed the detonator, I ended up hurting Dotomy without just cause. You're right, I've broken the rules of the game. Therefore, I win. That's it? No mortified denials, sloppy excuses, death pleas, nothing at all? I thought you'd bring out at least one last desperate gambit. What am I supposed to do? Have you seen the state of my unbeatable weapons? They've been beaten all over the place. We followed the sponsor's glance to the ceiling.
Huh?
Oh, because he broke the rules, the bees are no longer his.
The bees are falling. Are they dead?
Those bees are like embodiments of the game itself. Since the game's over now, of course they're going to die too.
Good, I'm not cleaning that up. Ooh. Ooh, they sound so fucking juicy. I hate bees so much, dude.
I know.
One after another, the bees dropped to the ground. Finally, the last one fell, and they were all dead. See? I have nothing to fight with now. Feel free to do whatever you want to me. You're definitely not getting off easily, but before that, show us your true face and tell us who you really are. They must be a zombie, right? Or a monster that looks even more hideous. I'm going to take your suit off now. Resist and you die, understand? What's the point in resisting now? Go ahead. Yugamo quickly and skillfully started removing the suit from the sponsor's body. And it was probably Hidoko. Soon we would see the face of the person who'd been tormenting us for days on end. Open sesame! Yugamo tore the suit and helmet off the sponsor in one breath. What? Everyone was dumbfounded by the face that had been hiding beneath the suit. I couldn't believe it. It was him all this time? But how was it possible? What?! You're dead! I killed you! Eito, you're alive? I
Then
killed...
whose bodies was the first one?
I killed you!
Hello, Takumi.
Guess my secret's out.
I killed you!
I was really hoping I could play the sponsor for a little while more.
You're dead!
Ah.
No, wait, Eito? Don't tell me you're a zombie. Did his dead body revive somehow? No, his body is still secured in my room. He couldn't have come back from the dead. Then, is this someone else disguised as Eito? We haven't seen the disguise commander.
Right, that's true too.
I couldn't believe Eito Atsuki was standing before us again, but there was no mistaking his malicious presence. You're really the real Eito. It's been a while since we spoke face to face like this, hasn't it, Takumi? I am indeed Eito Atsuki, in the flesh. Not the Eito Atsuki you know, though. I've come from another slightly different world.
What?
I mean, we can. Why can't he? My thoughts were thrown into confusion. How could Eito still be alive? How did he become the sponsor? And as a second sponsor, how was he connected to the first? You look completely flabbergasted. Wouldn't you like to know who I really... Yes! That goes without saying. Spit it out already. You have no right to remain silent. Just what kind of alternative universe did you come from? Why did you make Takumi do that to those people in the mansion? We surrounded Eito and bombarded him with questions. Calm down, everyone. Don't worry. I'll tell you anything you want to know. I was surprised. He actually promised to answer our questions without leaving us hanging, except I just have one condition. What is it? I'll only answer questions from Takumi, and we have to be alone. No answers if anyone else is there. What? Why do I have to be stuck somewhere alone with you? Is that a no? Do you really want to turn this offer down? It's the biggest chance you have to get information out of me, team leader. You've got a lot of nerve. We could always just squeeze that information out of you through my various torture techniques. You're not much of a professional assassin if you can't tell torture won't work on someone like me, Yugami. I've already made up my mind. I'll only talk when I'm alone with Takumi. You're still trying to toy with me at this stage? Why are you so obsessed with Takumi anyway? Why wouldn't I be mean to him? After all, you're the version of you that killed me, aren't you? I did kill Eito. Or so I thought. How could he be standing before me again now? So this is all about revenge? You even became the sponsor of the killing game too. Not really, but I just couldn't get over it, you know? How you offed the other me like you were stamping out a pest to be exterminated. Looking oh so righteous while you were at it. I wanted to make sure you came to terms with your true vile nature. Then you'd never feel inclined to act self-righteous again. How does it feel to be even worse serial killer than me, Takumi? Just for that? You made me kill those people just for that? That's an expression better suited to a disgusting creature like you. Are you in utter anguish yet? I took over the killing game from the previous sponsor so I could see you looking tortured by guilt and desperation. The game may be over, but my fun has only just begun. Because now it's your responsibility to interrogate me. Yes, we do have time-traveling powers. How much of the previous timelines we remember, well, that remains to be seen. So, we did this game. So, this is actually the second loop through. So, our first loop through was just the standard 100 days, you know, day 1 to 100 with all the nonsense in between. But now but then at the end we got the bad end. So now we went back in time, and now we can actually make different choices to affect the different loops and different timelines to get different endings. I wanted to kill Eito again, right there and then, to avenge my friends who died in the game. But I knew I couldn't. We needed the information he had. It's starting to smell more and more like the multiverse theory is true. This Eito came from another timeline, right? But how? Does that mean he knows how to travel between timelines? Can we see Takamaru alive again if we go to another timeline? If this Eito really did come from a different timeline, the information he held was priceless. So then he's probably X too then. Which also would mean how he was able to get in and out of here without the alarm going off.
Oh, yep.
And maybe another Takumi from another timeline came through here too.
Who knows?
We could solve our most immediate problems by learning how to travel between timelines from him. We wouldn't have to fight Daljia or struggle to get to the escape pod started up. Nobody else needed to die, but to get that information. Shall we have a little chat, Takumi? You have to tell me what I want to know first. Like the sensation you felt when you killed those people. The feeling of bathing in the warm blood of your victim.
I'm still too mad about it. I honestly just kill Eito here and say, we don't need to know anything.
I want to know everything, and then I kill him. I would imagine you need all 100 endings for the full completion, yes. That squelching sound was so nice and satisfying, wasn't it? In that moment, the faces of those people suddenly surfaced in my mind, clear as day. The faces of the people I had killed. My breathing quickened and I broke out into a cold sweat. Eito really did have the potential to be the best assassin in the world. His ability to drive people into dead ends and make them wish they were dead with words alone was unparalleled. It's not so bad to be caught if I get to see you looking like that. I don't know if this game is going to have a final ending. So the creator of this game said that each of the routes could be considered canon in their own right. But there might be a definitive final ending too, because we've currently seen a route that has a story lock to it that we need to go through other routes to get other story locks unlocked to do more with it. So, I'm not sure. I've only gotten 8 out of 100 endings. So, we're working towards it. But I'm nowhere near done yet. Don't think you can get away from that ugly soul of yours for even a moment. I'll be sure to remind you of your sin from now on. Every single day. I could feel the strength leaving my body as Ato laughed at the top of his voice. And to think I thought I'd finally be able to relax after defeating the sponsor and ending the game. I was wrong. My real suffering was only just beginning. After killing Ato, he came back with a firm hand on my ankle, really to drag me down into hell with him. My killing game wasn't over yet. Oh shit! Tsubasa, go girl! She's
Yeah,
here.
let's say.
She's here for her man. You leave my Takumi alone, bitch! It happened so quickly I barely knew what was going on. Tsubasa picked up the knife I dropped and lunged forward, and slit Ato's throat with it. There. Now we're both equal murderers.
Yeah.
We've both killed Ato.
Tsubasa!
Don't you dare bully Takumi.
Yeah.
My sweet Takumi. Tsubasa.
Oh.
Anyone who dares to hurt him is going to have to answer to me.
Let's go, girl. Fuck
Fucking
yeah.
get him.
Cough, blurg, ga, ha? All of you are such ugly monsters. Thanks, Tsubasa, but we really could have used that information. Ato coughed up blood and collapsed on the ground, and within a few seconds, he'd stopped breathing. Shit, somebody fucking get the corpse recovery. Like, we gotta be prepared to stop the corpse recovery drones, because he's still in there.
I mean, it's okay if he comes back. I think she just probably wanted to go.
Tsubasa! I ran over and held her in a tight embrace. I'm sorry, we were supposed to ask him for more information, but when he hurt my dear baby. But I couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't bear to see you in so much pain. No need to apologize, Tsubasa. If you hadn't jumped in, I'd have done the same thing. 3 cheers for Miss Kawana. The sponsor got what was coming to him, and it feels so good. Vengeance for Takemaru. Maybe. Someone like that doesn't deserve to live. See, and y'all thought I was crazy. Y'all thought I was out of line when I killed him on day 2, motherfucker. Y'all told me I was fucking out of line when I killed him on day 2. Y'all like, oh, he didn't even do nothing. You just killed someone in cold blood. You a murderer. We can't trust you. Y'all see why I did it? He a bitch. He a big ass bitch.
Yeah,
Y'all see why I did it? I approve of anything Mr. Tsubasa does. You approve of me? She does me. Besides, this is the perfect end to a killing game. The perfect end? Killing games just love to drag out the story for as long as possible. And then suddenly drop the ending on you with zero fanfare. You know, without answering any of the subplots that it was alluding to the whole time, it's not a real killing game these days if it doesn't end super abruptly. That's why this is the perfect end to our killing game. I'm here all day for it. And so the invader hunt ended abruptly, in perfect killing game style, 60 days after it began. As relieved as I was, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't bothered by the many unanswered questions left behind. But there was no time for us to run around trying to solve those mysteries now. The game was over, and that meant we had more important matters to deal with. With our eyes keenly focused on the prize of a true happy ending, we quickly moved toward our next objective. Unfortunately, Ato Atsuki's script globin is not strong enough to power the pod. You still have to kill Daljia. Right, I didn't think it would be that easy. We drained all the blood out of Ato's body and pumped it into the escape pod's fuel tank. But it still wasn't enough. Even though he was so strong, Ato's script globin is totally useless. I would have drained him. Give me 3 doses of Ato. Let's go. If you really think about it, 80% of his strength came from those bees. Speaking of the bees, I have analyzed their remains and discovered something. They're a type of combat organism or school invader, to use your name for them. So those bees used to be human? I hypothesized that the first sponsor found and attacked the combat organism factory. From there, they must have coerced the manufacturers into creating these bee-like units with enhanced power and functionality. But why did the bees die all at once when the sponsor broke the rules? Perhaps because of a divine pact to prevent the sponsor from harming the participants without due cause. Divine pact? A wish made to God, if you will. Yeah, I would kill him too if I could. Yep. I said that before and I'll say it again. Although, he's less bad than Ato.
Yeah.
Do you not also offer something in return for making a wish to your god? No. I'll be a good girl, so let father's surgery be a success. Things like that. Yep, good old commune. Yeah, so, She's Ava's adopted daughter. Also, she's a shrine maiden, right?
Yeah.
Her name is Commune.
Yep.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
Okay, making sure. So in this case, I won't harm the players without due cause, so please grant me these bees great strength.
Ah.
The sponsor. No, the people who built these bees made a wish like that, and God granted them that wish. So God really exists? No, not in that. The strong belief that he exists is the key. Divine blood grows in strength by binding itself to emotions, and the strongest feeling in this world is devotion. God, you say? That scale's too grand for a little guy like me to comprehend. Just who was the first sponsor anyway? They're still completely shrouded in mystery. Sorry, guys, if I hadn't killed Ato, it wasn't your fault, Tsubasa. Nobody's trying to blame you for anything. You're perfect. That's right. We're all really grateful for what you did. Mr. Tsubasa, can I comfort you with the longest, deepest kiss you've ever had? Can I? Can I? I really want to. Let's forget about Ato. The killing game's over now anyway. If the first sponsor was a zombie like we had theorized, it was still possible they could come back at some point. However, the bees that had been their strongest weapon were dead now. Without those bees, we could definitely take out the sponsor by ourselves. There was nothing to be afraid of anymore. What we need right now is more cryptoglobin to fully power the escape. And we have a perfect candidate for who can provide us with that. Right. The Squad Zero Commander, Dalja. We have to find a way to beat him and take his cryptoglobin. Commune, have you finished developing the poison that can help with that? Who do you think I am? I was already done and dusted a while ago. So we can beat Dalja now. Hopefully I don't have to refight him because I already fought him. Indeed, so long as you proceed with caution. My poison will break down his invincible defense, but Dalja will still be a formidable foe. We have to come up with a foolproof strategy to beat him when he shows up at the academy, whenever that may be. After our meeting, we started preparing for our battle against Dalja. And then, when night fell, Dalja. And there, I finally got the fire started, everyone. I cast fire! I cast fire 3. We lit a bonfire in the schoolyard as a memorial for all of our friends who had lost their lives in the invader hunt. Closing our eyes, we observed a moment of silence and mourning. Kyoshika, Moko, Kurara, Ava, our fight against the sponsor is finally over. Mother, may you rest in peace. Have no fear. My sister and I will be fine by ourselves. Sorry for making you ingest that poison, Kyoshika. I hope this fire can ease some of your pain. Thank you for protecting us, Mr. Yakushiji. We're only alive because of you. Thank you for sacrificing yourself to save us too, Shoma. Mistress Hideko, thanks for deigning to hang out with someone like me. Thanks for being my friend. Hideko, we did it. You protected us all. If Hideko hadn't set up the anti-sponsor alliance, we'd all have been perished in the invader hunt. Not just her. Everyone else who died after her became lights of hope that guided the 8 of us to where we are now. We mourned the souls of those who had died in this game for many hours. But we knew we couldn't mourn forever. We still had a war to fight. Alright, everyone. Yes, we do have... So, Tsubasa and Takumi are probably going to get together in this timeline. Assuming neither one of us dies. Hopefully. But yeah. So, they indirectly confess their love for each other. Alright, everyone, it's time to dry our tears and discuss what to do for the next battle. Press through the pain and look into the future. Everyone wiped their tears away at my rallying call and looked up. We got some food and beverages from the cafeteria and began our war council. It was clear everyone was simply trying to put on a brave front at first, but as we ate and drank, we started to cheer up for real. Takumi, why aren't you sitting with Tsubasa? Why are you letting Dadami sit so close to your girl? Pretty soon it was just like old times.
The way your festivals are held is truly intriguing. Such a different culture from ours.
Dance with me, Commune. I'll teach you how we did it back in the Tokyo residential complex.
Takumi, we can't let them outshine us. Let's dance till we drop. I'll teach you how to do the lambada.
You know what, Yugamu? I've been ragging on you this whole time. Let's do it. Let's get a little gay up in here.
Yeah.
Like you are just so much of a bro. It's gonna be Alabama up in here.
The one with all those sensual hip movements? Yeah. Go dance with yourself.
I'm sure Tsubasa would love to see that.
Not gonna lie, I've never been to a party like this before. Mostly because I never get invited to cultural festivals or sports meets.
Because you're trying to kill yourself during them.
Me around, you'll never be shunned like that again. Let's hang out every day and talk about everything under the sun.
Brother dearest, I want to play with fireworks. Can we use the Gift-O-Matic to make some?
All right, name. What's confusing you? I'll do my best to explain it, because you miss a lot of very, very crazy shit. Oh, so throughout all of this route, Yugamu has been subtly, not so subtly, being very gay towards us and very sexual innuendo and implicit. And I've been shutting him down and shutting him down and shutting him down. But it turns out he is the most bro that ever broed. So I'm alright. I'm like, alright, let's get a little gay up in here. But since he is a bro, Alabama is the state of the country that has some of the highest incest rates in the U.S.
That's my brilliant little sister for you. We'll make the biggest and brightest firework display anyone's ever seen.
I guess you could call that a bromance. After that, we kept chatting about anything that came to our minds, never running out of topics for conversation. Some kept drinking and eating, others dozed off as they grew tired. We all had fun in our own ways until late into the night. But that fun was short-lived because, oh, hey, the sponsor, super sponsor's back. Oh, he's zombies. It's like, he's half Ato. He's half Nina, half Alexander. Mm-hmm. I opened my eyes to a blue sky unfurling in every direction.
Oh, that's right. Last night.
Would you say Dotomi's like actually insane?
Yeah, like I think
So
that
she is actually insane, but not insane. She's definitely mentally unstable.
Yeah.
Because we discovered that her brother, her parents, her teachers, any and everybody in her life used to like literally abuse her mentally and physically all the time just because they were having a bad day. So that's why she wanted Killing Game. She wanted everybody to die and be equal. Because she was just always so abused as a child for any and all reasons. So that kind of broke her mentality. Because she never had any friends, so she kind of just became that way. We talked until it was almost dawn. Then we decided we wanted to see the sunrise together. It was so nice that I decided to lie down and apparently ended up dozing off. My foggy brain turned idle thoughts over my head, and as I got up, I felt the strange presence behind me. I quickly whirled around only to see something that made me doubt my eyes.
What the?
Oh, hey, bro. Hey, he did say he didn't do sneak attack, so this bro was just sitting here waiting. Just like, yeah, I was waiting for you to get up. Let's fight. Okay, I don't do sneak attacks. I am a warrior. I ain't a bitch.
Del Shah!
Falling asleep all sprawled out in the open like this in the midst of a war. Not the most sensible idea.
No, it's not. How did Dalja get into the school? What happened to the alarm? What's going on? I was completely overwhelmed with confusion. Takumi, you're already up? Morning. Oh man, we overslept and missed the sunrise. Huh? Dalja! Excuse me, but what is this level of excitement first thing in the morning? Invader! Invader alert! Wake up, everyone. What's going on? How did you get through without tripping the alarm? Alarm? What are you talking about? As we were debating, the others showed up one by one. How did Dalja get into the school? Is the alarm down? It is likely he simply walked through the wall of fire. He is invincible by his very nature. Oh, as long as those flames remain undisturbed, the defense system will not detect anything.
Oh. Good to know. But then, how did...
Because maybe we're outside of the... I don't know. Maybe it's because for the invaders to come in here, they have to disturb the flames, and then maybe the sensors detect that disturbance of the flames and match it with our DNA?
I don't know.
He was not in the first loop, no. He was imprisoned by Veshnis, the Supreme Commander. So he is the new Supreme Commander now that Veshnis is dead. And he is much more supreme. He doesn't look as cool, though. He looks like Blue Eyes Shining Dragon or Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. In fact, I'll post a link to that in the chat, and I'm also going to pull it up so she can see what I'm talking about. So there's that, and then... So, I know there's only so many freaking... Like, I know there's only so many fucking, dragons that can possibly exist, but, So, you remember what Dalja looks like, right? With, like, the weird dragon with the halo?
Yeah.
So, he looks like a combination of this... and this.
No.
So, he looks like a... He is very honorable, yes. So, he doesn't do sneak attacks. So, he literally could have just killed us all here, and we couldn't have done a damn thing about it. But, he's like, I don't do sneak attacks, I do honorable warrior stuff. So, that's why he didn't kill us, even though he just waited for us to wake up like a bro. That's very educational and all, but why are you so familiar with the security system? Before defecting, I was the head of the intelligence department in charge of analyzing the school's defenses. I'm Shooketh. Lil Lolly Shrine Maiden over here was a former enemy. You must be the Maiden Sage Commune. You have fallen far from the land of God. I suppose you must have your reasons, but you shall know but know that I shall show no mercy to any who makes an enemy of me. You shall perish alongside these invaders. Damn it, I wasn't expecting to have to fight him like this. All that prep work was for nothing. Now we're going to be wiped out. But just as that thought went through my mind. 1 minute. That is all you get. Go ahead and get yourself ready for battle. Do not disappoint me. With that, Dalja turned away and put some distance between us. Looks like we've been saved by his code of chivalry. He did mention he didn't like to do sneak attacks before, right? Fighting fair and square? I'm a fan. Not so much when we're the ones about to fight him. We'll go with the strategy we discussed before. His cryptoglobin is what we finally need to escape this school. Once we got our infusers ready, the decisive battle began. I bet we're going to get to the artificial satellite, and that's going to be a story lock too. So we still won't know what the fuck's going on up there.
Oh, yeah.
So I find it hard to believe that any of our actions down here are going to affect what's already going on up there. But I don't know, it might. Maybe they're placing bets on who's going to do what now.
Maybe.
Alright, so. I already fought him, so please let me skip the battle because I already fought him on the previous choice route. That would be great.
God of the planet,
because fighting him was a pain in the ass.
Hear my plea. Let us begin.
Yeah, no. That is like
and prepare to die.
Maybe Blue Eyes Shining. Maybe Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. I don't know. He's definitely inspired by Blue Eyes White Dragon, like without doubt.
I will take care of his invincible defense. The rest of you stick to the plan.
Consider it done. I'll protect my little sister.
Yeah.
Our strategy is to make him step on that thing we rigged up yesterday, right?
Right.
This is a battle of wits, so kill your impulses and stay calm, everyone.
Let me skip it because I already did it. Yeah, that's also a good observation. He is also Necrozma for Pokemon, very much so. just with, you know, without the... Well, no, I guess he does have some big meaty claws.
Old man.
Yeah, you remember Necrozma from Sun and Moon, right? I don't. Well, I actually don't. Did you actually play
no.
Sun and Moon?
Nope, I did not. I had to look it up.
I'll show you in a second. Yeah, no, that's... At least his hands are very Necrozma. Got it right now.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say his hands are very Necrozma, but his body and his head and his wings, very Blue Eyes. Maybe Ultra Necrozma fused with Lunala. Lunala? Yeah, I think it's Lunala. Yeah, Solgaleo Lunala. Yeah, Moony Wingy. I love Moony Wingy.
You love Moody Wingy?
I love Moony Wingy, dude. She's so great.
Oh, you weren't.
Oh, I don't know. Like, it was just some random chick's nickname for her when Sun and Moon was out.
Moony.
Yeah.
Oh, they called it Moony.
Yeah, some chick called it Moony Wingy, and I just love that. She basically said it was a baby, and she's like, "Oh, poor Moony Wingy," because Pokemon Moon wasn't getting as many pre-orders or sales as Pokemon Sun.
Oh, I see.
She's like, "Oh, poor Moony Wingy." Yeah. All right, but now we can skip this battle because we already fought it.
Poison gas.
The effect of the poison will take some time to set in. Fall back and...
Oh, he's not happy about the poison gas on this route.
I never would have guessed there was a poison that could work.
Don't turn tail and run just because your invincibility's gone.
Now why would I run?
Oh.
I always fought to die on the battlefield of the fate of all true warriors.
No, we would like to live.
Not life and death.
Yeah, we already saw it. And we win. New enemy approaching. Oh no, they're big and scary. Whatever will we do? We win. That was easy. Such an easy fight. Good gameplay. Top notch. Top tiers.
So I've lost. The time of my destruction is upon me.
Motherfucker, I think I'm about to be mad again.
Yeah.
But I have no regrets. I die a warrior.
You die as
I
gasoline.
still don't get it. Deep down, doesn't everyone want to keep on living?
In this world, sometimes death is more constructive than continuing to live.
Yeah.
When I defied that woman, I was ousted from my position as a hero. Imprisoned. I despaired of dying in that emptiness. I am truly grateful you all appeared.
How did you lose to Veshnis?
Because now I can die on the battlefield as a warrior.
I feel like you would have been
Thank
stronger
you
than
for
her.
fighting honorably.
You could have massacred us if you'd opted for a sneak attack instead.
Yeah. I'm glad you were the last enemy we had to face.
It was an honor to have you as my last opponents as now. Finish me off.
Veshnis, you bitch! You're supposed to be dead! Oh my god! I knew it. I knew. I called it. I called the anger. I knew I was about to be fucking pissed.
Foolish old man. Why would you think to let these invaders live?
How are you still alive? Just let me get in the escape pod.
Veshnis, you're still alive.
I thought we blew you up with that bomb.
You really presumed I could be killed by your paltry weaponry? Certainly, I was a little scratched up. But I have since made a full recovery, thanks to the blood of this old bag of bones.
Hey, you can't do it. You can't go to heaven now. You did the bad. Veshnis spit her words out angrily and crushed Delja's remains underfoot.
Are you crazy? stepping on your own ally like that?
Surely nothing I do now can be as crazy as what you have already done. I heard from that so-called sponsor about your little killing game.
Sponsor was leaking information about us to
The
Vestness?
invader hunt. How dare you treat my adorable pets as targets for some mindless sport? Nevertheless, your indiscriminate killing spree has also given me some unexpected benefits.
Like what?
Solidarity, fostered by hate. You have angered so many people that my army has grown larger and more unified than before. We are the strongest we've ever been. All of us fueled by an intense hatred for you, vile invader. You, on the other hand, are dwindling in numbers. Our next attack will certainly end in your untimely demise. Just wait. The day will soon come when my army levels this school to the ground. And
With that declaration, Vestness turned her back on us. With no regard for us standing there dumbfounded, she calmly left. I knew it. I knew some fucking bullshit was gonna happen. I fucking knew it. Our dim hope this fight would be over was, once we defeated Dalja, was thwarted by Vestness' sudden reappearance. She would be leading her massive army in all-out attack against the Academy soon, and also I love how the alarm still didn't go off.
Right, what?
That fact plunged our hearts and minds into despair. Yay. Alright, well, here's what we're going to call the video. As always, thank you all for watching. If you're enjoying the series and you want to see more, like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, follow me on Twitch, Sharknova3, and if you want to support the channel, check out the Patreon link in the description. For just $1 a month, you can help support me, bring you the best content that I can.
Till then.
Just some bullshit, dude. Everything is bullshit. Part 61. Oh, that's rude.
What?
You fucking... You know I can't read cursive, so you written cursive, so I couldn't fucking learn anything? That's a bit of a dick move.
Sorry, it's faster to write that way.
It's not, though.
It's
not. You're just doing squiggly digglies.
You can't read the squiggly digglies. That's not my fault.
So, according to Commune, evidently, those two invaders in particular, Dalja and Vestness, are so strong that the Undying Flames just don't do shit to them. Because in the first loop, she did say she found a way to get past those bitch-ass little fires. Probably the same way she managed to get to the school in the first 100 days. That's my assumption. Not really sure. Hopefully, we'll learn more about that in other routes. Hey everyone, Ark Nova here.
And Focus Heal.
That was some bullshit.
There was some bullshit.
That was some bullshit, dude. I still can't believe Vestness survived. Or that her army's grown even stronger. They became serious about taking us out because we were so aggressive during the hunt. Perhaps this was the sponsor's ultimate objective all along. Why do you say that? They organized a game that made us hunt down every single school invader we saw. Knowing all the time that it would foster hatred among the invaders, eventually boiling over and exploding in all-out war. That kind of full-scale fighting is sure to create an astounding number of dead bodies. Aha, so the sponsor gets tons of dead bodies by making both sides take each other out. It's sounding more and more like the first sponsor really was a zombie. We're still playing out the sponsor script even after they're gone? How big do you think Vestness' final attack will be? If that side is truly unified, the number of combat organisms will be the likes of which we've never seen before. How can we even defend ourselves against that? And Vestas is even stronger than Dalja, right? She did just absorb his cryptoglobin. God, what an impossible game to try and win. Everyone started looking gloomy. Who could blame us? We were all filled with dread. We thought our fight would be over once Dalja was defeated. But that hope had turned into utter despair. This couldn't go on. We were being paralyzed by fear. As their leader, I had to do something. Let's talk about our bright future ahead. Whoa, what's gotten into you all of a sudden? Dwelling on gloomy stuff is only going to make us gloomier, so let's talk about what our dreams for the future are. This is an order from your leader. I'll even start us off. I ignored everybody's confusion and started talking about my dreams. My dream is to live a nice, quiet life with Tsubasa.
Once we're back on the artificial satellite, I'm going to become roommates with Tsubasa, Yugamu, and Darumi.
Fucking lame-ass dream still.
We're gonna rent a cheap but big house and live together in abject poverty.
Good dream.
Best dream ever. Yeah.
Becoming penniless roommates with my friends. That's my current dream.
You're a loser. Wait a second, Takumi, that was my dream. You can't just poach it like that. It's my dream for us. So Darumi would be all for it because she gets to live with Tsubasa.
Yep.
And I guess Yugamu would be all for it because he gets to live with me.
Yeah. Great.
It just means you and I have the same dream, Tsubasa. Just like we should. You and I are united in mind and body in more ways than one. Stop, not in front of all these people. That means we did it. Really not appreciating this unsolicited info dump, guys. Wow, united in mind and body? So suggestive. What is it? What is being united in mind and body suggested of?
Don't worry about it.
Close your ears, Commune. You're too young for this. Yugamu, you're next. What are you going to do when we get back? Any future plans? Dream jobs? Dream job, you say? Ideally, I'd like to do something medicine-related. I want to be a not doctor. I think I've taken enough lives, so now I want to use my knowledge about the human body to save lives. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
The family business? Oh, disowned Yugamu Omakage. I think you'd make a great doctor. You've already saved my life plenty of times. How about you, Darumi? What are you going to do? What a stupid question. Infiltrating an eroge company, of course. I'll start as a janitor and work my way up to become the director of my own project. Then I'll flood the spineless adventure game industry with my erotic fantasies. Wow, when did you become so optimistic, Darumi? When you stuck your tongue in my throat and tasted my tonsils. You call this being optimistic? What about you two? What do you want to do on the artificial satellite? Just live my life out peacefully with Commune, I guess. Take daily walks, go shopping, enjoy life like an ordinary person. Maybe get my memories back and realize, oh shit, you were supposed to marry me, you son of a bitch. I do not expect to live ease as a refugee, but I will use my skills and abilities to overcome any obstacle. I'll support you however I can too. That's what I promised Ava. Your turn, Ima and Kako. If you have any dreams, we'd love to hear them. It just so happened Brother Dearest and I were discussing this matter the other day. Once we make it to the satellite, we'll volunteer to distribute food to any children in need. We really should balance out all the bad things we did here with some good stuff. So, about 15 or 20 in-game days ago, we were running out of invaders to kill, and Tsubasa, the person we vowed to love forever, was in last place, so she was going to die. So, we tried to talk to Darumi, because she seemed to know where the invaders were. And then she got mad at us for trying to stop the killing game. So, basically, the killing game happened. You go out of the school bounds, hunt invaders. Person in last place with the points gets executed at the end of the round. So, we made a team to fight the sponsor, blah, blah, blah. Jumped to the third round. The invaders were all hiding and shit. So, we tried to ask Darumi, who never veered from first place. She got mad at us for trying to stop the game, but then she always followed us outside the school walls. We met up with a commander. We almost died. Darumi saved Tsubasa from being mortally wounded. And then she wanted us to absorb her because she's also a target for the invader hunt for a Mongo number of points. So she wanted Tsubasa to absorb her cryptoglobin to get the Mongo points to stay out of last place pretty much for the remainder of the game. We wanted Darumi to not die. Darumi said she wanted to die like Hiroko to be a hero. We said, no, that's not great. Darumi said Hiroko was the only person who became her friend. Tsubasa said she'd be her friend. Darumi didn't believe her, so Tsubasa gave her a big, wet, old, deep, sloppy kiss that lasted for like 70 seconds. to prove to her that she would never leave her behind and she would be her friend for all the times. So then that got Dotomi to be very obsessively attached to Tsubasa. Now she's calling her Mistress Tsubasa. And that was that was Tsubasa's first kiss, which should have been ours. We were about to kiss her where they fixed the escape pod up, but Commune came and cock-blocked us there. So then, fast forward to when we killed the sponsor, Takumi and Dotomi switched bombs in their bodies to trick the sponsor in his own rules. And it had to be Dotomi because Tsubasa is such a petty son of a bitch that he got so mad that Dotomi kissed Tsubasa before we did, and we claimed her lips as our own. So TLDR, a whole bunch of crazy shit happened on this fucking timeline, dude. You missed so much. You should, I think a lot of that happened last night. So if you have time, go and watch yesterday's the VODs. They should still be saved for at least a week. But yeah. So much crazy shit happened on this timeline. It's great. It's so good. Yeah. There a whole lot of nonsense happened. It's great. And what could be better than helping children who were just like us in the past? That's an awesome dream to have. Man, Ima's not a complete and total tool bag. He actually wants to go and donate stuff to the children. I still hate him. I'll help too. I'll build a powerful cooking stove for you. You'll likely need medical assistance as well. That's where I come in. I can help with that. As we spoke about our plans and dreams, our faces became brighter and brighter. Painting a vivid mental picture of a bright future is a great way to shake yourself out of the paralysis of despair. And none of this is probably going to go how we want it to go because of everything they saw when they sent back the walkie-talkie in the first 100 days. That's what I learned that night. Not to mention being around Tsubasa infused me with even more life. Let's all beat Veshness together. Her crypto will definitely be strong enough to activate the escape pod. Then we'll be able to make our dreams come true. Thus, energized and looking forward to the future again, everyone started preparing for the final attack with renewed determination. We've got to get as strong as possible before Veshness launches her final attack. I slapped my cheeks to get into gear and started training. Oh my god! We got some free time!
Oh, so that means you can update your stuff. So you should actually probably use that to update your shit.
Oh my god, we got some free tizzle.
Oh, you said you wanted to upgrade your desperation potion or whatever.
Yep, and my fucking metal defense potion. This gives me more uses. 4 uses is fine. Face barricade stuns any man in range. Some range of 8 spaces. Sure, we'll build that. Get some traps. Head to the bio lab. I get some actual fucking free time. Fucking nonsense. Horseradishes. Power panacea. Heals fatigue. Heals satisfaction. Fully recover. Hell yeah, let's go.
You need more science apparently.
I need more gym.
You do need more gym. Shit. Well, that's what you should use then, I guess, for your free time. Because that's all you need for the thing.
Well, the thing with that is, we're gonna be spending time with Tsubasa. So, what would she like out of the gift competition? Probably category, or probably vehicle. Okay, so that's for Kako. I don't know, dude.
Do tools maybe? Go under tools maybe?
This is everything.
That's for vehicle. Yeah,
Yeah.
But there's the hashtag tools. So see if maybe there's
No, it's not hashtag tool. It's
items.
Item is a tool.
Oh, I see. Oh,
Which is just this.
Well, I mean, you got that to her before and she was happy with it.
Yeah, but as it was said, it's limited.
Yep, it is.
I don't know if it'll be the same good stuff.
Is this for me? Wow! You have no idea how happy you just made me!
Yeah, I gave you a solid gold fucking gas can, dude.
More signs.
Yay, great job. Where you at, girl? Spend time with me. Love me. You know some... Oh. Yeah, she's talking to the bus. Tsubasa, who are you talking to? I was at a loss for words. After spending some time together, you understand her a bit better. Yay! Schooly old bussy old.
Heady soldiers, it's time.
That's just supposed to be organizing your troops right now. The upcoming final attack was causing me a lot of anxiety. But it's fine. We can beat them. We survived the invader hunt. Veshtas has nothing on us. We can do this. We can beat them. I chose to believe in our ultimate victory. After all, we had nothing else to fall back on. That's true. We just go or we lose. Yeah, I don't give my lives for nothing. Another day of training. Training to prepare for the final battle. Just had to get to the fucking end, dude. Nice yell. Launch a counterattack when hit by an enemy. You know what? We'll learn this too. That could be helpful. Oh, that also affects attack -1 on them. Push 3 on target. So we can give her all those abilities. Let's upgrade Sacrificial Viper. We need it to be strong. We cannot make it strong. We're out of plans. Unfortunate. Tsubasa, alright, let me give you stuff, girl. No, not in the library. Gift-O-Matic. This room. Just gotta keep giving Tsubasa sturf. Looking up different fabrics. What you could do is try and make that Aurora dress from Mario Kart.
Nah.
Alright, well, Tsubasa can't spend time with us during this point, so let's go get some plants.
We need plants.
Hopefully we get a lot of plants.
Move out!
Oh, you shouldn't have done that.
I do not want to spend more time doing this.
You clearly have to. You didn't get any plants there.
No shit, I didn't get any fucking plants. I can see with my eyes that I didn't get any fucking plants.
You shouldn't have done that.
I mean, there's still 91 endings to go.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
That just didn't show up today either. Perhaps it's taking her longer than expected to get her troops in order. Well, that's good news for us. The later she and her army show up, the more time we have to prepare. It's okay. It's going to be alright. We can do this. We can beat them. I repeated my mantra to myself over and over again as I got into bed. It was all I could do to live each day, clinging to the belief that we'd be victorious in the end. Then we'll go to the satellite and find everybody's fucking dead. You're sleepy.
Yeah.
How are you sleepy?
Huh?
Our 90th day of Academy life. Vestius was definitely going to attack us in the next 10 days. I need to get prepared so I won't have any regrets when she shows up. Tsubasa, let me spend time with you.
Move out!
Not a lot of plans. It's enough to make a gold gas can, though. Good night. Another day with no attack. This must be what the calm before the storm was like. It still doesn't feel like the cusp of a final showdown. Just come on and try it already, Vestius. You're going to lose. Day 91. Are we just gonna have 10 days of fucking free time? That'd be kind of cool.
Good.
Yep, more training today. No, not the library, the Gifto room attic. No. I probably can't make half of it. I guess vehicle could work too. I mean, so motorcycle model, is that on there?
Yes. Yep, that is.
Cool. Like, I'm giving you all the cool stuff. Bond with me, girl.
Is this for me? Wow! You have no idea how happy you just made me.
I bet. Hey.
So you have to give different gifts then for that.
Remember how I told you my grandpa runs a workshop? He works on all kinds of stuff there, but mainly cars. His hobby is making his own custom cars. And before you ask, no, he doesn't race them on the highway or anything. But he does test drive them someplace else. I eventually got to help with them as well. My folks got super mad about it when they found out, though.
Then don't let them find out.
I wish I could get my license and start driving for real. If I start dating, I wanted to be with someone who owns a ton of awesome cars. Oh, wait. People like that are usually on the wrong side of the law. Or am I being prejudiced when I say that? Whatever. I'll just buy my own cars. All I gotta do is win the lottery first.
Yep. Stronger now.
Oh, and you can make other stuff for, go to the Dometics. I'll help you with this.
So I don't have too many things for vehicle because I didn't go out and find.
It doesn't have vehicle.
What? Okay, maybe I'll just check tools then.
Oh, it's not just tools.
She'll want a toolkit.
No.
She absolutely has to want a
yeah,
toolkit.
yeah,
The fuck do you mean?
Sorry,
Yeah.
toolkit, yep.
The fuck do you mean no?
Sorry.
She's the only one with enough skill to use this damn thing. Yeah. The fuck do you mean no?
So I was trying to see if any of the other ones make you a better thingy.
Is this for me?
Yeah. The hell do you mean no? Like what? Get out of here. She absolutely wants a toolkit.
Hetty, so you know.
Everyone's gotten a lot stronger in the last few days. If we keep going like this, the Invader Army will be no match for us. With that thought in mind, I started getting ready for bed. Just then, who could it be at this hour, Tsubasa? I opened the door, hesitantly standing on the other side with Tsubasa's. I don't care about you, Emoto. You're not my Emoto. Get out of here. Commune, it's pretty late. Did you need something? Commune's face was twisted in agony. What is it? I intercepted the wireless comms just now and ascertained the size of Vestius' army. Really? How big is it? Much bigger than I had anticipated. The Supreme Commander's claim about having the strongest army in history was no idle boast. So, what are you saying? If she comes at you with the full force of that army, your chances of victory are 0. 0? That's an exaggeration, right? We won't know for sure unless we try. We know. You need to give my calculation skills more credit. Not only is the army massive, they have also procured a large amount of extinguishing agents capable of putting out the wall of fire. And do not forget, they have Vestius leading them. The battle is as good as lost already. I was hit by a wave of dizziness and almost collapsed on the spot. Should I even burden the others with this new revelation? They supported me because they believed we could fight off Vestius together, but now, that is why I have come to you. I have a proposal that you can avert total annihilation. A proposal? You mean there's still a way out of this? There is, and it's incredibly simple. We activate your escape pod before Vestius arrives. The pod, but we're still sitting ducks right now precisely because we can't make it work. Only Vestius has Cryptoglobe strong enough to power it now. We need not remain fixated on her. You have Cryptoglobe of far greater power than Vestius can ever dream of right here in this academy, the Divine Infant. Yeah, fuck him. He hasn't... That bitch didn't do shit for us this whole playthrough.
He's probably busy helping us on another one.
Oh, good for him. Well, we're not there, now are we? I'd never heard him called by that name before, but I knew who she was talking about. His face immediately surfaced in my mind. You mean the baby in the defense room? In the defense room on the 3rd floor of the academy was a baby in a capsule. The undying flames were being produced by the baby's body around the clock and were being stored in the missiles. It would take 100 days for all the missiles to be filled with undying flames. This was the reason we were here defending the academy. How do you know about him? Have I not already mentioned I once headed the intelligence department on the other side? I am more familiar with your secret weapons powers than anyone else. In fact, I would venture to say I know more than you and your friends. You have not even been told the half of it. Powering that escape pod will be trivial with the Cryptoglobe of the Divine Infant. Nevertheless, there are risks involved. Once the baby is dead, the protective wall of fire around the academy will disappear. Vestius likely sees that opportunity to launch her final assault. However, given the current size and scale of her army, it may not be so nimble as it once was. Vestius and her army don't factor into this. We're not killing the baby. Your anger is warranted. This is undoubtedly an illogical measure. But Takumi, even if you do not kill him for this purpose, did you know he'll be dead in another week anyway? Huh? The missiles he is creating in that defense room are ruthless weapons designed to erase all life on this planet, including himself. If the baby was going to die on day 100 anyway, maybe it wouldn't be a crime to kill him just a few days before. No, absolutely not. You can't ask me to kill a friend. He has done very little for you here. Even if we haven't seen him in a while, he was still our friend. So what if he was destined to die in another week anyway? Killing him ourselves is out of the question. You are perfectly justified to feel reluctant. It is not a path I would willingly tread either. But hear me out, Takumi. As cruel as this may sound, it might not actually be your duty to kill the baby. My duty? Why is that? Why, you ask? It is obvious. Because you killed my mother, Ava. I do not hate you for what you did, since my mother chose her own fate. But now that you have stained your hands with her blood, you are obligated to keep going in that same vein to the very end. It is irrational that you could kill Ava yet refuse to kill the baby. My past sins continue to haunt me even now, driving me into corners and forcing me to make unpleasant decisions. What Kameen said made sense. It was my duty as Ava's killer to kill the baby as well. You don't need to take action right away. However, do remember that time is running out. I'll be waiting in the underground storeroom. When you feel ready, bring the baby's body to me there. Okay. Kameen left me alone in my room to think over her proposal. I threw myself onto the bed and stared at the ceiling. But I couldn't think clearly. I just couldn't. Go sleepy.
Good night.
Okay. Go soda.
Burn out of troops! Time to rise and shine!
I laid awake in bed until morning, unable to sleep. What I needed to do was simple enough. I had to kill the baby. That was it. Go into the defense room, kill the baby there, get his Cryptoglobe. But could I really do Could I really do that morally? We hadn't seen him in a while, but he was still our friend. I felt a sudden, desperate urge to see the others. I got up from the bed and started to wander around the school in search of my friends. In search of my Tsubasa. Good morning, Takumi. Mr. Sumino, you came right on time. Even Kako bounced over to greet me the moment I stepped into the cafeteria. Please, try this. What is it? A special kid's lunch my dear sister and I came up with. Nice. Wish my school had lunches like that.
I want to make something like this for the street kids. Once we get to the artificial satellite.
Oh yes, street kids. Not just kids, street kids.
Feeding hungry kids on the streets is going to be our way of atoning for what we've done.
I'm on the street, I'm hungry. This is actually delicious. I'm sure the kids will love it. Considering how adventurous the twins have always been with their cuisine, I'm surprised they at this attempt at a more conventional dish. Oh, excuse me. They were serious about what they'd said, and we're already working toward it. Feed the good stuff. I finished the kids' lunch Eamon and Kako had made, then left the cafeteria. No hiccups. I peeked into the library to find Yugamu poring over a stack of books on the table. Excuse me, drop by for some morning reading too? Yeah, I thought it would be nice for a change. What are you reading? Medical books related to biology. I'm going to relearn everything from the basics. How else can I become a good doctor, right? You weren't joking about the doctor dream, huh? Listening, everybody working so hard toward their dreams, like legitimately, it's gonna make us want to kill that child. Would you kill the baby?
Probably.
Mad kill the baby. Yeah, I'm retiring from the assassin business. I already resolved to do it the day I made Kyoshika take that poison.
Next time, I'll be on the life-saving side. It's the only way I can atone for what I've done.
He turned back to the medical book solemnly. Yugamo was already making plans for the future. I didn't want to distract him and headed out of the library. Donovan was typing furiously on a keyboard in the war room. How to sweep floor. What? Oh, it's just you, Takumi. I'm busy writing. Talk later. Writing what? A novel? Yes. It's called Sex and the Sexes. A scenario, you silly goose. Remember, I said I'd make the best eroge in the world? Blah, 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 blah. Eroge company, janitor, sex. I always thought I'd start working on it after getting back to the artificial satellite, but I can't stop this momentum now. I've been so caught up, I've already pulled 2 all-nighters in a row. Donova's eyes were shining with life. I could hardly believe this was the same girl who was frequently talking about killing herself only a few days ago. I'm glad to see you're so passionate about it, but why the sudden urge to start now? Because this really is the only thing I can do. My whole life's been a steaming pile of crap. Crappier than crap. It's been mega crap. Then one day it dawned on me. Maybe I could write something that touches the hearts of those whose lives are just as crappy as mine.
Maybe my story can even be something that brings comfort to others.
Oh, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Would not play that game. Would not play Made in Abyss, the video game.
Then I'd be just like Mistress Hideko.
No. Donomi. Donomi was trying her best to carry on Hideko's legacy in her own way. Her legacy of saving others. Like, she's a little messed up, but she got the spirit. I watched Donomi hammer away at the keyboard for a while longer before leaving. Oh yeah, so entertaining. Clickety clackety, clickety clickety clackety. I heard sounds coming from the metal shop and decided to peek inside, where I saw Nozomi. She was on a sewing machine working on a piece of clothing. Morning, Takumi. Morning, are you making clothes? Yeah, I was thinking of making Commune some street clothes. That priestess dress doesn't look very comfortable. You're really stepping into your big sister role, huh? Nozomi was always so tense before, but now she seemed completely at peace with herself. I intend to do for Commune everything my mom couldn't do for me.
I'll cook for her every day.
You can't cook.
Dress her up in pretty clothes.
You can't pretty.
Go out together. And also, oh, so many things.
I'll experiment on her to great success.
I just can't wait to get to the artificial satellite.
To Nozomi, living a peaceful life with the family was what happiness meant. Peaceful life with you. That's all I want. No stress, no fighting, just you and me. This, Christian and Rob, Brian's, board games, bowling, sometimes movies. Go out to restaurants, you know, simple stuff.
Simple stuff.
I don't need much with you. Just like this. This is the life that I want. Right here. You and me together, doing this, playing games, being stories.
And the outside bad.
Outside so bad.
It is not.
Takumi, I finally found you. Sebasta ran up to me when she spotted me walking down the hallway. What's wrong? What's the emergency? Check this out. It's my attempt at the perfect house layout for our roommate situation. Oh, we're next to each other. I know I'm probably jumping the gun here, but once I got started, I just couldn't stop. She showed me the layout she had drawn up and explained how it would be furnished. The TV definitely has to go here. It's the only space we can fit a sofa big enough for all of us. No east-facing windows, and you gotta move down in these rooms for sure, since they're nocturnal. Your room will be in the corner for more privacy, so no one will hear us when we're alone together. Yeah. Seeing Tsubasa smile so radiantly as she talked about our life together warmed my heart. I wanted to reach out and hold her closer, to protect her, and give her the brightest future ever.
For all of this to come true, we'll have to beat Veshnis first, but that's no problem. She and her army will be no match for us.
Yeah, when we're alone together. Oh, I want to be alone with you. We'll make it happen, one way or another.
I don't do stupid stuff.
I have to do stupid stuff to show you that I'm stronger than you. By a large margin. Everyone's already taking firm steps towards their futures. I want to make sure they all get the artificial satellite and start living those lives. But to do that, is killing the baby and taking a script globe really the only way. If Veshnis and her army really were impossible to defeat, it was our only option. Does that make it right? I knew the answer. Of course it didn't. Should I send everyone to the artificial satellite, even if it means doing something terrible like killing the baby? Yes! Or should I take my chances and rally everyone to face Veshnis' final attack? I have to make a choice. What am I going to do here? Kill the baby! Is really letting him live for the extra 6 days in that state? Like, this is a mercy killing at this rate.
Yeah, he would end up, I mean,
He's gonna die in 6 days' time. So who cares if we kill him in 2 days' time? Yes, butcher that child. There's no other way. I have to kill the baby. It was my responsibility as leader to ensure everyone made it to the artificial satellite safely. For that to happen, I had to stain my hands with the blood one last time. But I can't do it now. Someone was bound to notice me walking into the defense room in broad daylight. I don't want anyone to see me doing this. I decided I would do it secretly, in the middle of the night, away from the watchful eyes of others. Sorry, the baby. I'm not sorry. In the middle of the night, I quietly made my way to the door in front of the defense room. The baby's on the other side of this door. He was generating undying flames in his capsule even as I stood. The door is protected by undying flames, too. You know, we're doing it for a different reason, but this makes us no better than Ato.
Yeah, no.
But I don't care. They would rekindle almost instantly, even with repeated use of fire extinguishers. With undying flames that not even fire extinguishers could put out, this room was an impregnable fortress. But that wouldn't be a problem for me in this enhanced suit. The suit Hideko retrieved for us at the cost of her life, and the suit Ato left behind. Commune combined the materials of both to create an enhanced suit that could even withstand the heat of the undying flames. If the undying flames can't hurt me, then this door is no longer unassailable. And this hydraulic hammer should be more than enough to break it down. Guess I'm going to get us what we need. The cryptic globe we need to launch the escape pod. As I mumbled those words under my breath, I took a step closer to the door, and then he showed up. What the? You're gonna die in 7 days. Leave me alone. You. The ghost boy suddenly manifested in front of the very door protecting his physical form. He chose a really bad time to show up again after such a long absence. Why are you so surprised? Aren't you here to kill me? No, of course not. You don't need to hide it from me, Takumi. I have a good grasp of the situation. You need to kill me for my cryptic globe and to power the escape pod you found underground, right? How did you know? I thought you weren't feeling well enough to move around.
Huh?
Are we the power? Blood space. This may sound strange, but the blood space corruption was purified a little while ago, and I suddenly recovered. For the last few days, I've been going around the school every night to gather information and figure out the reason for my sudden recovery. That's when I saw you discussing my assassination with a girl I'd never seen before. You heard me talking with Commune. You were talking about whether or not you would kill me. I've been watching you since yesterday to see what decision you'd end up making. And as I expected, you've decided to kill me. So, you're here to stop me? I wish I could. After all, who would want to die right after recovering from an illness? Unfortunately, My powers are useless. Undying flames have no effect on that strange suit you're wearing. That's why you wore it here, right? Looks like my guess was correct. I'm powerless to stop you from committing this crime. Suddenly something happened to the undying flames protecting the door. They completely vanished. Did you do that? But why? Resigning himself to his fate. It's pointless to fight back. I've decided to accept my death gracefully. Go ahead and kill me, Takumi. It's okay. The escape pod needs my cryptoglobin to fly, right? You're willing to die to help us. All of you have been fighting so hard to defend my body from the invaders, after all. It's only right that I do something for you in return. I was touched to the core by the baby's kind-heartedness. Now we could go to the artificial satellite without fighting Veshnas. But I need you to promise me one thing. What is it? I don't mind you using my cryptoglobin to power the escape pod for the others, but...
You can't get on that pod, Takumi.
The fuck I can't? What? Why not? Think about it. Think about everything you've done. You killed Ato before he even did anything on day 2. And now you're trying to kill a defenseless baby. You're dangerous. Letting you on the satellite could cause trouble for a lot of people. So I want you to die with me here on this planet. It seemed like the ghost boy had got the impression I was some kind of heartless serial killer. But who could blame him? I'd killed a lot of people, and now I was trying to do the same to him. If you promise you won't take the escape pod to the artificial satellite, I'll give you my word. I'll let you use my fuel without any resistance. Well, what would your resistance possibly be? Did I want to stay behind on Earth by myself? Of course not. I had my own dreams, and I wanted to see how the others fulfilled theirs as well. I couldn't bear to accept this condition, but... Alright, I promise.
I won't get on the escape pod. I'll stay here.
I made a promise I didn't intend to keep. The baby would be dead by then, so it wouldn't matter anyway. That's a relief. As soon as we get on the escape pod, he's gonna, like, the cryptoglobin's probably gonna fucking go out of control. My life won't have been wasted if I can take you down with me. He sounded truly relieved when he said that. A moment later, he vanished. I just can't seem to get away from the bad guy role. Communicating directly with the person I was about to kill only added the weight to the weight of my guilt, but there was no time for hesitation. It was time to carry out my final murder. There was no need to stay in the suit. Now that the undying flames, I would stay in the suit. I took it off and transformed into my class armor instead. Then I started breaking down the door. I would stay in the suit anyway. Without the flames to protect it, it didn't stand a chance. Slowly but steadily, the door began to crumble under my attacks. The damage grew heavier and heavier. Until, at long last, it was completely destroyed. I dashed right into the defense room without stopping. With a loud cry, I charged towards the baby's capsule. I had a strong feeling my guilt would paralyze me if I hesitated even for a moment. So I just kept running with all my strength. Yeah, don't stay calm, get agitated. Throw out all of your common sense. I kept repeating those words to myself as I raised my sword with a racing heart. I sliced through the capsule with the baby still inside it.
System down. Emergency.
Oh yeah, the emergency. Emergency announcement began playing as I took the baby's body out of the capsule.
System. Air. Reserve power depleted. All systems.
Lights went out and I quickly ran through the bedarkened school campus. Oh yeah, that happens. I handed the body over to Commune, who had been waiting in the storeroom. Takumi, you did as I asked. I am sorry you always have to be forced to take on the painful responsibilities. I am truly sorry. Never mind that. Let's just get the escape pod ready. I'll go call the others. I ran up the stairs to the school toward the roof. Wake up, everyone. Head to the escape pod hangar. Right now. Wake up. The escape pod is ready. I pounded on every door on the roof to wake everyone up. Huh? What happened? Is there an enemy attack? Just head to the hangar now. Everybody, wake up. I ferried my confused friends toward the underground hangar. Everybody crowded into the escape
What's going on? I thought we couldn't use the escape pod without Veshnas' cryptoglobin.
Did you find a substitute? Who in the world could sub for Veshnas?
Hey, wait. What do we do about the invader army?
Nothing. It's fine now.
I glanced out of the window as we were running here, and the wall of fire was gone. The school's completely defenseless right now.
Yes.
Isn't the wall of fire powered by the baby in the defense room?
Yes.
If the wall is down, something must have happened to the baby.
No.
And here's the escape pod suddenly ready to take off.
Yugamu, shut up. Stop being so smart.
Does that mean the fuel being used to power this pod is...
Takumi! You didn't!
The jig was up. My friends had figured out I'd done the unforgivable once more. I closed my eyes and kept silent, fearful that they would turn on me, however. Tsubasa and Yugamu each took one of my hands in theirs and squeezed hard, tightly, without saying anything. Like, we have to do what we have to do, man. I'll share your guilt with you. That was what it was like they were trying to tell me.
I'm sorry, Takumi.
You did that despicable deed? For us?
Yes.
That makes us accomplices.
Yes.
You should have just let me tank bad guy roles like this.
Yes. One by one, the others started commiserating with me. The moment it hit me, they weren't going to despise me. Tears really started welling up in my eyes. It made my desire to go to the artificial satellite with these people even stronger than before.
Commune? How long until takeoff?
Just a little more. The takeoff sequence is proceeding smoothly. We just have to trick the AI into thinking today is day 100.
As soon as she said that, the inside of the pod started shaking, making it difficult for us to keep standing.
This is gonna be a rough launch. Expect at least 8G.
What the heck's 8G? I didn't know phone tech was that advanced already.
I think she means the gravitational force pushing against our bodies when we take off.
How strong is 8G?
Very much.
Strong enough to rip your heart out of your body if you don't strap down. Get to your seats, everyone.
We quickly found our seats and buckled up. At around the same time,
Omnidirectional attack. Leading up to the omnidirectional attack, all defenses will be rerouted. Special Defense Unit members, please board the escape pod in the schoolyard immediately.
the announcer that was supposed to play on day 100 blared out from the hangar speakers. Commune had successfully hacked the system and tricked the AI into thinking it was day 100. My heart was racing, my breathing became faster. Finally, we were returning to the artificial satellite. All our dreams were going to come true. Or so I thought.
I want to make something like
feeding hungry.
Next time.
Maybe. Then I'd be
Yeah.
It felt like...
Yes, but everything is over now.
Doubt it.
Once the next announcement plays, this pod will be ejected to the schoolyard. After that, it goes directly to the artificial satellite.
An omnidirectional.
As the second announcement played, the shaking in the escape pod became even more intense.
Finally time! Let's...
Special Defense Unit members, please board the...
We're already here.
outer space we go!
Wow! I'm actually starting to get excited!
An omnidirectional...
It's over, Taku. Yeah. It feels like it's been a really, really long nightmare.
Please depart immediately.
This long and hellish nightmare of ours was finally ending today. We were going to the artificial satellite.
Repeat.
Uh-oh.
Huh?
The announcement got cut off halfway. It wasn't just the announcement. All the mechanical noises around us had stopped. The inside of the pod was eerily silent.
What's happening?
Uh-oh.
What's going on? We out of power?
Yep.
Has the takeoff been reset?
Yep.
Commune, what is this?
I don't understand. Why was the takeoff aborted at this stage?
Told you, cryptoglobin. Blood space. Commune stood up from her seat in a fluster and booted up the internal PC to check what had caused the disruption.
What? Insufficient propellant energy? That is impossible.
Not even the baby's blood is strong enough to power the escape pod?
It can't be. His cryptoglobin was supposed to be in a league of its own.
Exactly. For it to be insufficient is inconceivable. Just 1 second ago, the power was so strong, I was having trouble keeping it in check.
Commune kept staring at the screen, completely
The
stunned.
energy in the propellant keeps going down even as we speak. It's almost as if it's deliberately refusing to allow us to take flight.
Yep. The moment Commune said that, I suddenly remembered what had transpired before. The promise I made to the baby just before he died.
You can't get on that pod, Takumi.
Was the escape pod being stalled from taking off because I broke my promise? Was his will preventing me from reaching the artificial satellite? I should have gotten off the pod the moment I realized I was the one holding it back. Everyone would have been saved then, everyone except me, but... I just couldn't give up on my dream. Becoming roommates with Tsubasa, Yugamu, and Dadami on the artificial satellite, happily living day to day despite being dirt poor. I did the unforgivable so that we could all attain that dream together. Killing all else would be for nothing if I died here. I couldn't bear to get off the escape pod. Weighed down by my hopes and dreams for the future, my body simply refused to move.
Isn't there anything we can do? We just need cryptoglobin, right? Kill me and take mine!
Okay.
Mine too! I'd gladly die to make sure Mr. Tsubasa stays alive!
Okay.
What the heck are you two suggesting? That's not happening.
Yeah.
Calm down, brother dearest!
No. I should be the one to get off. A leader shouldn't cling to life so disgracefully. It was my duty to sacrifice myself and save the others. Get off. Get off, get off, get off, get off, get off! Get off the stupid pod, Takumi! But I still couldn't muster up the resolve. The thought that I'd never see my friends again paralyzed me. Nozomi, Ima, Kako, Dadami, Yugamu, Kamune, and I would never see Tsubasa again either. The announcer alerting us that time would echo throughout the inside of the pod.
Intruder alert. Intrude defense mode initiated.
The Vestess wants to mobilize for her army to attack the school after noticing the wall of fire had disappeared. There was no time for us to escape anymore. Our big gamble had failed. All because I shamelessly tried to survive alongside the others. We quickly rushed out of the pod to take on Vestess and her troops, where we were fucking annihilated. The invader army wasn't as large as I had imagined. Vestess must have organized her troops in a hurry to seize the window of opportunity while the wall of fire was down. We more or less evenly matched with our hastily thrown together squad. Invaders came swarming onto the school from all directions, and all we could do was kill, 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 kill. By around daybreak, we had virtually annihilated all invaders except for Vestess and her main force. All that remained was the Supreme Commander herself. If we could take her out, we could survive this. We were so close to a miraculous victory, but it wasn't meant to be. Our greatest weapon, the Revival-matic, broke down from overuse. Unable to come back to life, we started losing our lives one after another. And in the end, though we barely managed to beat Vestess, she took each and every one of us down with her. Damn. Bad end. Stupid fucking child. That's why I hate babies, man. Fucking always having a will of their own and shit. Yeah, fucking. I'll punch that bug on my arm. I don't care. It was there. My first instinct is to always throw hands. I guess I won't kill the fucking baby. Little baby fat bitch. I guess I won't kill the child. No, I can't kill the baby. Good choice. Use my cryptoglobin to get out of here. Killing him wouldn't lead to anyone's happiness. That was the hard lesson I learned during my last 100 days here. I didn't want to make that mistake again. I have to let Commune know my decision. I headed to the underground hangar where Commune was waiting. You want to face Vestess head on. You do not know what you are talking about. I've told you, your chance of victory is practically nil. I know it's going to be ridiculously tough, but I'm still doing it. If it has to end here, then I want to at least be the one to do it. Powering the escape pod by killing the baby and using his blood? Nothing good could come of that. Stop your delusional thinking. We are fighting a war here. You should always take the path with the quickest solution. The one that will bring the most benefit to all. The quickest solution, that's exactly why it should be avoided, I think. Yeah, that's right. Pardon? What are you mumbling about to yourself over there? Listen, Commune, I killed a traitor by the name of Eito Aotsuki on my second day here. He was cunning and evil to the core. I was so sure I couldn't let him live. I thought the quickest way to solve that problem was to kill him. Thinking back now, that was when this hellish nightmare began. Syria was destroyed, Gaku was murdered, and then the whole killing game business began. Eito even reappeared when he should have been dead. Also, he could take revenge on him. If it means killing an ally, the quickest solution should never be taken. That's what I believe in. You're right that we're fighting a war, so killing the enemy is more or less expected. But it also means we have to look after our own. Killing an ally is an idea we should never entertain. You're picking now to spout foolish sophistry? The bottom line is that you're reluctant to take a life, yes? I asked that you recall our conversation last night. Even if you let the baby live now, he will die in another week anyway, burned up by his own flames. He does not have long to live either way. We ought to burn the last embers of his life in a way that means something. Yeah, I actually have an idea about that. Can't we bring the baby with us when we leave? I don't understand. The baby's being kept alive in a capsule inside the defense room right now. Do you think we could transfer that capsule to the escape pod? I'm hoping to bring him along with us to the artificial satellite. If anyone can make that happen, it's you, Commune. Vashtus is gearing up to attack, and you want me to think of a way to keep the baby alive? This is lunacy. Your priority should be keeping your allies alive. That's exactly what I'm doing. The baby is one of my allies. I didn't want to kill any more of our own, or stand by and watch them die. These are my honest and true feelings. Have you been brainwashed by some strange cult, Takumi? I've had enough of you. I can no longer count on your assistance. I have no choice but to carry out the deed myself. Before I can say anything in response... A hazy flame appeared along with the ghost boy, the spectral manifestation of the person we've been talking about. Who are you? Where did you come from? Did Vesh just send you? It's okay, Commune. He's one of us. This is an avatar of the baby in the defense room. I placed myself between Commune and the ghost boy before speaking to him. I haven't seen you in a while. I thought you were too sick to manifest yourself.
Making lunch.
What?
Making lunch.
What's for lunch?
Soup.
This may sound strange, as Blood's-face corruption was purified until they recovered. I'm not exactly sure what happened. His recovery was related to the end of the invader hunt somehow. Maybe the corruption was purified after the malicious entities had all but died. Wow. For the last few days, I've been going around the school every night to gather information to figure out the reason for my sudden recovery. Imagine my surprise when I saw you discussing my assassination with this girl last night. I've been following you since yesterday to see what decision you would end up making. That's creepy. Stop that. I was honestly surprised by your decision, that you would let me live. You, of all people. Of course. What sort of person did you think I was? A serial killer. What else? You killed Ato in cold blood before he even did anything on day 2. I didn't say anything at the time, but I held the deepest contempt for you after that. Now I'm starting to think I got it wrong, though. Have I misunderstood you this whole time? If I have, then I'd like to apologize for my mistake. There's no need for that. I don't blame anyone for despising someone like me, but I think I've grown as a person. I've become much more human-like in the last 100 days. Growth, something a perpetual baby like me will never get to experience. Not yet, maybe, but there's always time for that in the days to come. You can do all the growing you want on the artificial satellite. What, can I really go with you? I haven't done anything to really contribute to the war effort. It feels too optimistic for me to be recognized as an ally at this stage. Then do something about it. Join us on the final defense battle as a fellow soldier. How about that? The number of invaders we have to deal with is beyond imagination. We won't be able to handle them all on our own. If you join us, our chances of victory will be higher than before. Even if it's only by a little. Isn't that right, Commune? Do not be absurd. A single soldier won't be enough to make up for a sheer difference in numbers. All they have to do is bulldoze their way in, and it's game over for us. There's really that many of them. Any way you look at it, it's a world-ending number. Okay, then how about this?
I increased the strength of the wall of fire to block out as many of them as possible.
That'd work. Huh? You can do that? I've never tried, but it should be possible. The bloodscape is overflowing with energy right now. When the malicious aura was purified, the clean energy took its place. If I infuse that energy into the wall, then just maybe. Commune, if the wall becomes stronger, will that give us an advantage? Yes, the number of enemies that can make it through the flames at any one time will be greatly reduced. If we can split up the army, bottleneck the troops' advance, it will greatly improve our chances of victory. We had stumbled upon a path to victory completely by accident. The baby had been the final piece of the puzzle. Very well, Ghost Boy, do not delay. Start increasing the strength of the wall right now. If this strategy succeeds, I'll make sure your physical body gets to the artificial satellite, if it's the last thing I do. Yes, of course, I'll give it my best shot. He disappeared in a hurry at Commune's urgent command, likely to begin strengthening the wall of fire. The moment I decided to rescue someone who'd been destined for death, a new path had opened up to us. It was like it was meant to be. Stupid dead baby Ghost Will. This was the path I should have taken from the start. I should have chosen to save lives rather than take them. If I hadn't killed Ato back then,
he would have been a piece of shit still.
But it's too late for regrets. I had to focus on saving the baby. A way to take him out in the defense room and up to the artificial satellite with us. That was what we needed to figure out now.
Oh!
Let me see if I've got this straight. Basically, you want us to break down this door and get into the defense room, right? So we can save the baby that's inside? Can we do that, though? Isn't the capsule he's in on life support system or something? This is what we need to do. Get inside and ascertain. Wasn't this door protected by undying flames the last time we saw it? When did they disappear? The baby must have extinguished them to make things easier for us. Helping us in return for helping him, huh? It's like a fairy tale. Yeah, except this is grim reality. Anyway, help me break down this door. We stood in front of the door with our class weapons in hand. Alright, guys. We'll attack the door all at once, and on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. The Undying Flames break, the door was no longer impervious. Slowly but steadily, the door began to crumble under our attacks. The damage was heavier and heavier. Until, at long last, we were in. It opened. The second it was open, we all went rushing in like an avalanche. And inside, we saw the baby. The baby's capsule was in the deepest part of the room. Let me see. Yes, if I modify the capsule to be self-sustaining, we only need to take it into the escape pod with us once Veshus is defeated. It will be a complicated operation, but I can count on everyone's full support, can't I? That day, all of us joined in the effort to modify the capsule so that we could keep our promise to take the baby along with us.
We saved a promise.
And we end the video here. Oh, it's just skipping ahead to days. We end the video as soon as I can hit start. Come on, let me hit start. There we go. Alright. Here's what we're going to call the video. As always, thank you all for watching. If you're enjoying the series and you want to see more, like, comment, subscribe. Ring that notification bell. Follow me on Twitch, ArkNova3. And if you want to help support the channel, check out the Patreon link in the description. For just $1 a month, you can help support me bringing the best content that I can. Until next time. 62. Right. And I will be right back.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Defense mode.
Oh, light was off. Now it's on. Sorry. Even so, this is not as large as I was anticipated. Strengthening the wall of fire worked. The baby kept his promise to shoot to us. Modifying his capsule together was worth the effort. I don't see Vesh just yet, though. Probably hanging behind, leaving all the dirty work to our soldiers. Classic final boss move. That works for us. We'll take out as many invaders as we can before she shows up. We should get going. Take care of things while we're gone, commune. Be sure to return safely. Defeat is not an option today. Someone like that can't possibly beat us. We'll be back and we'll make our dreams come true together.
Here we go. For the final time.
Autobots roll out. Oh, excuse me, excuse you, excuse us. I can't wait to have my lunch, dear. Yeah, it's gonna be so good. Babies.
No.
What? I only have enough like for sandwiches. I'm gonna eat babies. I fought this in the earlier timeline.
Whoa! Take a look at that!
There's so many of them. Just what you'd expect to see in a final battle.
Stand firm and tall. They're no match for us.
Better clean up the small fry before the bigger Veshness fish arrives.
Let the battle begin!
No!
Uh-oh.
I don't want to fight.
Well then don't. How many waves is this? Please just be the 2. 3? Oh my god.
My turn. Yeah! Good to go. Time to use it. Here we go. Got it. Say when. Yeah! Good to go. Oh, I've got this. Got it. My turn. Yeah! Oh, here we go. Got it.
Oh, that's a good clearance there.
I can't wait. You've got me all excited. Time for me to move. I'm good to go. Let's get to the killing. This hurts. You make, I'm good to go.
Oh, just the 3 sides.
Here goes.
Damn, this sucks.
I'll do my best. Taking the shot.
There.
Feeling I'm ready.
Well, no, she has to attack -3 now. The twins are so weak. Like the fact that Kako gets that attack -3 every time she attacks is really kind of
I guess I'm up.
like convincing.
I guess I'm up. Okay, okay. This This one will blow you away!
Stunned, it's fine.
The rest is in your hands!
I'm all set.
Oh, that's so rude, dude.
I'm ready. Try and dodge this. So tired.
Nope. Okay, can I use Power Panacea to get rid of stun?
I've got this.
Good to know, bro. Good to know.
Let's go. All right, good to go. Go. Here we go. This should do it.
Yeah, she is.
My turn. All right.
I wonder how close a little dangerous. You're coming with me! Player 2, you're
She's been used.
Let's get to the killing. I'm good to go. I can't wait. Experience time. Let's get to the kill. How about this? I'm good to go. Does this do it for you?
It does do it for me.
Lovely corpse. Time for me to move. I'll just put this here. I'm good to go. Let's get to the killing. Experience time.
My beverage, my drink.
I've got this.
Attack boost.
Let's do this.
Counter strike.
Not bad. Ready when you are.
Unyielding spirit. So now he's just gonna be good for the next 2 waves. You okay?
Let's do this.
Feeling low juice?
I've got this.
Why are you feeling low juice? Don't know.
Leave it to me. I'm ready.
The fact that it likes attack mastery on the user sucks.
Try and
Do I
dodge
do
this.
anything? No.
Feeling weaker.
Fuck.
Leave it to me. I'll set it up. I'm all set.
You're over here.
I'm ready. Here goes.
There.
I'm all set. I'll set it up. I'll do my best. Here goes. I'm ready. I'll set it up.
Works for me. They're just gonna be the item squad. You're losers. That's funny. Get wrecked!
Let's go. I'm good to go. Does this do it for you?
I wish they would all just shut up here.
I can't wait.
Still stunned.
I'll do my best. How's this? Leave it to me. I'm ready. I'm ready.
keep coming.
I guess I'm up. I'll blow you away! I'm good! I've got this! I guess I'm up. Ha! Okay, okay! I'll blow you away! I guess I'm up. Out of the way, Cass! All good!
Oh, it still pushes him away.
I'll blow you away!
Target.
I guess I'm up. Try this on your size! Okay, okay! What a nuisance! All good!
Yeah.
Time for me to move. How about this? I'm good to go. Time for me to move. How about this? Let's get to the killing. I can't wait. Time for me to move.
Time for him to move.
Good to go.
Up all of you. Oh my god. They just keep coming.
My turn!
Homegirl doesn't get hit by fatigue. She keeps going and shooting.
I'm taking the wheel. Leave it to me. Take this. Ready when you are.
Wish I would have given Tsubasa more of it.
I guess I'm up. Out of the way, Cass! All good!
Those bombs did nothing.
I guess I'm up.
They have to get hit.
Try this on your size!
I would imagine. That was
Guess who's back?
shady. That was my guess. Was it right? Damn.
They're talking like humans again.
Well, they were human once.
But remember what Commune told us. A person who's been transformed into a school invader can never go back to being human.
Is that true though? She did used to be for the enemy.
Then a quick death is the best mercy we can grant them.
That's right! We're the good guys here!
Mm-hmm. Glossing on the situation with pretty words didn't change the fact that we were murdering other people. But this would be the last time. Once this is over, we'd flee to a place where no one would kill or be
We're
killed.
just one step away from the artificial satellite. Let's break out of this hellscape together.
Yeah.
Get ready for the second wave. This battalion will be on the same scale as the one you just fought.
Okay.
Oh, how many more of them are there?
Oh, is it just me, or are they starting to look like a swarm of locusts?
Focus on the battle, guys. Don't lose heart.
My heart's gone.
Hold strong, everyone! Let's do this!
Oh my god, there's still so many of them.
I don't want to fight! Not like this!
Yes, exactly like this.
Let's do this. I've got this. Time to use it. Good to go. Take this! Let's go. Here. Good to go. Take this! My turn. Yeah! Ready when you are. That's it. Here we go. Here. Got it. Good to go. I've got this. One last
theory.
try.
I'm good whenever.
unnecessary over there.
Ready when you are. Watch out. Leave it to me. Let's roll. Ready when you are.
Not like this.
They're shooting him.
Watch out. Leave it to me. How's this? Let's keep it up. I'm good whenever.
I'll do my best.
Help me! I don't want to.
Oh, he's got two arms.
I can't wait. Time for me to move. Experiment time. You make, I'm good to go.
What? Everything else is still right? We should probably also save it.
HDMI, you good?
Yeah, there's too many chords, boss. So many chords, boss.
I'm only using two. Hey everybody, Arc Nova here.
Focus heal.
We had a weird HDMI mishap, but we're good again.
Time for me to move. This hurts.
The game couldn't handle Ugamu's awesomeness.
Wait.
I guess.
I'm good to go. This'll do. Let's get to the killing. I'm good to go. I'll kill them all! I'm dead tired.
Let's go.
Seriously depressing. Fine. Oh, nice. Okay, okay. Get away from me! It's killing game time! Take
I feel like that was pretty good. I got Tsubasa over there to help the twins because fucking he's just hitting. The next round is first rounds.
Here we go! Stabby, stab, stab! Seriously depressed. Go, Let's go!
Oh yeah, it's done.
I'm prepped and ready.
And now he's down.
I've got you.
Thanks.
Ready when you are. Here we go. Take this. Good to go. There. Got it.
What do I do?
I'm ready. I'm all set. I'm much stronger now. I'm ready. Here goes. I'm all set.
There.
Taking the shot. I'm feeling weaker.
Here goes. I'll blow you away.
guess I'm up. This one will blow you away!
It will. Ghost Wing Blood Fist.
Oh, I can't move anymore.
Locked and loaded. Ready when you are. Let's roll. Leave it to me. Hi-ya!
Alright. I would. Oh, come on, man. Whatever, it's just mooks.
Time for me to move.
Here we go!
Yeah, here we go.
My turn.
Easy voltage game.
Here we go.
I'm good whenever. Watch out! I'm taking the wheel.
Yeah, it's gonna. One of them's gonna do another 2 damage. Come on, bro. That's fine. Thank you, counter.
Ready when you are. How's this? I'm taking the wheel. Out of the way.
Let's do this.
I wonder if he'll counter. They counter.
My turn. Ha! Let's go.
I can't wait. Stinks, doesn't it?
Okay, no more respawning. So he's got
Time for me to move.
1.2 times voltage gain.
Does this do it for you?
Time for action.
I've got this.
Hey, there we go. Now we just kill Vestus. And hopefully we don't have to do this again in any other routes, because that was awful.
All right. That's all the regular troops taken care of.
I'm dead tired.
Me too.
Keep your spirits high, sister dearest. That was just the preview. The main event is yet to come.
I sense a strong presence approaching.
You do?
It has.
She's finally here.
There she is! Veshness herself!
Yeah, let's go beat her ass. Oh shit. We can't beat that ass. Donovan was right. The Supreme Commander appeared and slowly started making her way towards us. Menacingly. At last, she stood in place, looking us up and down before speaking.
I'll admit, I did not foresee you lasting this long. Or destroying all of my battle pets.
You thought we'd be pushovers, huh? Well, that's too bad. We're not losing to you today.
Yeah! We're the elite few survivors of that brutal killing game!
Was it really brutal?
Look at what's become of your strongest army in history and tell us. Do you feel like surrendering yet?
Surrender? Surely you jest. You have not even seen my real army yet. Watch and despair. You shall now witness the worst nightmare of your lives. Come forth, my elite slaves!
Oh no.
Wicked invaders! Showing ways and avoid your new god!
Why do you call me an invader? You're already an invader.
Bow down!
Yoshiko was super helpful with her ability to do solid damage when they were alone and not get countered to death.
Help me!
That was nice.
She still had this many invaders up her sleeve?
She was wasn't bluffing when she said her army was bigger than ever.
Kill her.
These troops must be her trump card.
If she is desperate enough to pull them out now, she can't be having a good time.
I'm having a great time.
This is our chance to take down Veshness and her goons all at once. This is the real final showdown.
Of this route.
Let's go. Say when.
Attack potion.
Good to go. Here we go. One last strike.
Yeah.
Take care of the rest.
Leave it to me. All good.
Good to go.
Worth it.
One last strike.
Ready as I'll ever be. I got your back.
Thanks for the help.
Here we go.
I can't counter.
Let's do this. I've got this. Let's go. Give up. Not there yet. I'm not done yet. One last strike. Take care of the rest.
Time for action. I'll help.
I owe you.
Not
Do
only
it again.
not, I'm putting it
There we
all
go.
on the line.
Oh, the basket is a fantastic basket. And you were saying, no, don't do it, no, don't do it. As if I don't have like 3 decades of gaming experience. But only like 2 weeks of Mario Kart experience.
Why? An army led by a living god should have trampled over mere mortals like you.
Well, sucks for you, I'm a god.
Veshness. You transformed every single soldier of yours into a combat organism.
And you still lost.
Honestly, they would have fared better as humans. In the end, your own tyranny was your downfall.
Damn.
Is that why I didn't see a single human in that large army?
Cammy's right. We would have had a harder time making ourselves fight Rego humans.
You have no regard for any human life other than your own.
That arrogant refusal to believe in anyone was the reason for your defeat, Veshness.
Arrogance befits my station as god. It is only right I should decide what my people become.
This old hag is irredeemable.
Even I wouldn't fuck her for food on the table for Kako.
She truly believes she's a god now.
Veshness, if you really want to get closer to God, I'll help you by sending your soul to the heavens.
Yeah, she's gonna explode herself, so we can't do that because she's not gonna let us defile her corpse like that.
Your cryptoglobin will come all the way to the artificial satellite with us.
Oh, that's not good.
That's where we will live in undisturbed peace, never needing to kill another person again.
I grip my sword and walk toward Veshness. The final murder should be carried out by the leader. By me.
Step away! What are you doing?
I raised my sword, but just then... Bzz, bzz, bzz.
No!
Oh damn, we win. And I dealt the finishing blow to Veshness, ending the war once and for all. And what I saw on that artificial satellite was the biggest orgy I've ever seen. Takamaru did not know how to handle it. And then came day 100. We all boarded the escape pod together. And finally blasted off into space. Yay, we're with Tsubasa. Yay. Why? There's always cradling the fucking demon ghost fire baby.
Yep.
Look! Up ahead! It's the artificial satellite!
Oh, I can't wait to see what kind of nonsense is here. Oh, story lock 2.
Almost to the new world, Sister Dearest. What do you feel like having when we land on it?
Sex!
Did you hear that, infant? We will be reaching the artificial satellite soon.
Goo goo, gaga, avatar of destruction.
We'll take you out of the capsule once we arrive.
That
Alright?
probably would not be a wise thing to do. Everybody would die.
Don't worry. As your older sister, I'll be sure to raise you into a fine young man.
Nah, don't say it like that.
Wait. What? You're going to raise the infant? Does that make him my little brother?
No, makes him like your nephew.
I can't wait to start my new life up there. I've never had roommates before. We gotta go house hunting right away. We'll need to find a place and sign the lease like today.
We have no money.
I don't
First
know.
and last
Wouldn't
month's
tomorrow
rent.
be better? I'd really rather just rest for today.
House hunting is a battle of its own. The good ones will get snapped up if we don't act quickly.
Indeed.
You're not being serious enough about this, Takumi.
I just killed God. Let me sleep for at least 3 hours.
Okay. Sorry.
We know who wears the pants in this relationship, at least.
Why are you reaching out for my hand? Are you saying you're Tsubasa? Nah, you're not Tsubasa. You don't big stuff.
Neither one of us.
If the hen pecking ever gets too tedious for you, the door to my room is always open.
I'm sure it is.
Don't forget, I'll be in the same house too, Takumi.
Yeah, about that. Sorry, 3-bedroom
I
apartment.
won't let you have your naughty way with Mistress Tsubasa. I'll be glaring at you every step of the way.
Good. I want you to watch.
I was her first kiss, and I'll never let you forget that.
I was her first fuck.
Dadami, you and I will have to settle this between us one day.
As the banter, the artificial satellite slowly drew closer. We knew our life there wouldn't always be sunshine and rainbows, of course. Oh, that's not foreshadowed. As returning war veterans, we would probably feel out of place in civilian society. Life may not play out exactly as we imagined. I wouldn't even put it past them to treat us as war criminals, the ones who let Project Exodus fail. And there would be plenty of sleepless nights as we remember the terrible things we had done. We had seen and experienced too much death to ever live in complete peace. But together, we could handle anything. No matter what the future ended up throwing at us, there was no trial we couldn't overcome together. As long as we had each other and the light of hope, we could go anywhere and do anything. That was the last lesson we had learned from the last 100 days of death and betrayal. I would never lose sight of that ray of hope we fought so hard to grasp. Oh no. That was the promise I made to myself as we finally set foot on the artificial satellite. Oh.
No! That's so stupid!
Hope from despair. We probably won't see...
No!
We probably won't see what truly happens there until, like, we unlock the story lock.
Route. Fucking.
No, until we do the mystery route and then some. Alright, we go back, we go back, we go back, we go back. Do we ask for any... Let's go back and not ask where the invaders are. We don't deal with no devil. Sorry, Ato, but now that I know you a bitch, you a punk ass bitch. I don't need your help. I'll find more school invaders myself. Stubborn little Takumi. You'd really rather see Tsubasa die than accept my help? I won't let that happen. After finally turning down Tsubasa's offer to help, I walked out of the leisure lounge. Then I returned to my room and waited for morning to come. Went outside to hunt for invaders to my usual party and the newly recruited Domini. We got on the bus and Tsubasa drove us as far out into the wilderness as she could. An abandoned hospital. Nothing. An art gallery we stumbled upon. Zilch. And a massive high-rise building. High-rise invasion? That was a good show. Wonder when they're going to get season 2 of that. We spent 2 days searching in all kinds of places.
Oh yeah, the masked dude.
Mm-hmm. But even then, couldn't find jack squaddly nothing. Yeah, I bet he fought all the... So I bet Ato destroyed like all the invader factories.
Yeah. You never know when...
On the night of day 77, we still haven't found any invaders. Let alone killed them. Damn it, why aren't there any invaders anywhere? The enemy must have recalled all their troops still loitering around the vicinity of the school. Probably so that we can't hunt them anymore. What do we do now? Mr. Tsubasa's in last place. I don't want her to die. Just kill me for the points now, please. Yes. I already said no to that. What's the point of you dying to keep me alive? Make me sad like that one more time and I'll never take a bath with you. What? Oh no. They're bathing together? No, wait, don't get distracted by that. Tomorrow's the last day of the 3rd round. If we can't earn enough points by tomorrow, Tsubasa will be executed at midnight. I guess having a rematch with Dalgia is the only way out now. Yamawa quietly made the suggestion. The super strong commander? I didn't even have time to move during that last fight with him. Yeah, beating him seems like the only way for us to save Tsubasa. I figure we should give it a shot. I have a feeling we might bump into him somewhere in the desert. Taking our chances with a ridiculously powerful enemy rather than sit around doing nothing was just the kind of reckless plan Yugami would come up with. I suddenly remember something Sponsor had said before. That's right where you belong. The more desperate someone gets, the more they're willing to dirty their hands to change their situation. Yeah. We were in such a tight spot that taking a major risk was the only way to turn things around. How's this sound? We'll head for the desert first thing tomorrow morning. Find Dalgia and take him down. And that's the only way, right? Well, fine. Too bad for you, Dalgia. That old man popped me like a balloon before. I need to get my revenge. Right, beating him will get us the cryptoglobin for the escape pod fuel as well. 2 birds, 1 stone. Despite our headstrong proclamations, the grim smiles on our faces betrayed our true feelings. For all our psyching ourselves up, deep inside, everyone knew it was virtually impossible for this plan to work. We didn't even find him. I was up unable to sleep even as the clock ticked over from midnight into the new day. Is this really going to work? Once morning came, we would be seeking out the powerful warrior Dalgia for battle. Our goal was to earn enough points to pull Tsubasa out of last place. It was the only option we had. Still, we all knew how terrifyingly strong Dalgia was from our last battle. None of our attacks could even scratch him back then. Isn't there another way? An easier target to earn a large amount of points from. Suddenly, an image surfaced in my head. Oh. The face of Takabara and his team. Ever since everyone in the touch defense unit were targets as well, if we killed them, Tsubasa would be safe. No, what am I even thinking? I shook my head vehemently in an attempt to shake that horrifying thought from my mind. Okay, so yeah, I was also right. It was a different kind. How could I abandon my scruples like that? Am I really that desperate? Trying to solve this by killing other friends was out of the question. I'd be playing right into the sponsor's hands. Come on, think. What are our other options? Something with a high success rate that didn't involve harming our allies and ensured Tsubasa's survival. I tossed and turned in my bed, thinking the problem over all throughout the night. There had to be a better way to save Tsubasa from certain execution. Before long, morning had arrived. Wait, that's it! As the morning sun lit up my room, a light bulb lit up in my head. I'd found a way to save Tsubasa. Not just that, this method would prevent all future deaths in the game as well. I quickly went about getting things ready for my newly hatched plan. Once I was done... we went zooming. Tsubasa and I took the school bus out of the academy together.
Hey, Brian.
After we reached flat ground, Tsubasa switched the bus to cruise control and came to sit by me. That's not how cruise control works! What's this all about, Takumi? You made me drive off in such a hurry. I mean, I don't mind, but shouldn't we have gotten Yugamo and Dadami as well? They don't have to come along for this. This is our escape. Just you and me. Our escape? Yes, we're running away. From the sponsor and their bees. I looked up the sky from the window and saw a single bee tailing the bus. That bee was a game monitor, but put there to stop the participants from escaping the hunt. It would follow us to the ends of the earth, so running away was pointless. Or so we were to think. The truth was...
Huh?
Will that be really follow us everywhere we go? If we use the bus to cover more ground, maybe we can wear it down eventually. But that beast's physical abilities have been enhanced with Hinwa Anima. It's not going to get tired that easily, right? I have no idea, but it's worth a shot. No one's ever seriously tried running from the game before. If we do manage to get away safely, you'll be safe. Not only that, but no one else will be executed in your place either. Because according to the rules, only the person in last place of each round gets executed. If Tsubasa kept running away while she was in last place, nobody would ever be executed again. That was how the game would have to go, according to its own rules. But doesn't that mean we'll never be able to go back to the school? Yeah, but don't worry. I've stocked the bus with more than enough food and water and fuel to last us for a long, long time. It's not food I'm worried about. Why are you here with me? Now you can't go back either. Me? Don't sweat it. Just like that. Shouldn't you think this through a little more? What's there to think about? Tsubasa was the most important person in the world to me, so I chose to go with her. It was as simple as that. Takumi, you really are an idiot. She smiled, looking a little exasperated at me. You're so reckless, or maybe daredevil is a better word in this case. What were you expecting? Love is blind, after all. Love? Cut it out. You sound like some sleazy pickup artist. Tsubasa ran to the driver's seat with a bright red face. After that, we continued to drive the bus, never stopping once. We don't know. Tsubasa taught me how to drive so I could take over on roads with fewer obstacles. A few hours after driving around in shifts, I looked out of the window and realized something.
It's gone. It's gone. The bee that's been following us is gone.
Really? It finally gave up?
Maybe.
Yeah, but we can't assume anything yet. We should keep going, just to be sure.
We did have a somewhat happy ending. We made it out with 8 people. With lots of love. We kept on driving the bus for a few more hours. Eventually it became dark outside.
I can't see in front of us at all. Are you sure we can't use the headlights?
I don't think that's a good idea. Bugs are drawn to bright lights at night, aren't they?
There are too many obstacles lying around here for us to use cruise control. I guess the safest option is to stop for now.
Yeah. I don't see the bee anywhere. We'll stop here and rest until the sun comes back up.
We're probably going to rest here, and then we're going to end up waking up with Tsubasa's dead, withered body next to us. We found a spot behind some ruins where we could park the bus and nap until morning. We huddled together under the same blanket, just like the last time.
Our great escapade went pretty well.
The sponsor must be panicking. Now they can't execute you for being in last place.
The execution had been scheduled to take place at midnight, but it was already long past that time. We'd successfully escaped from the invader hunt.
Oh boy, this is honestly a huge relief. I don't think we could ever have beaten Dal Shah.
Oh, we could beat Dal Shah.
I was so sure today would be my last day on Earth. I couldn't sleep a wink last night.
You're so silly. I promised I wouldn't let you die, remember? I'll always be there to protect you.
Tomorrow, too?
Yes. And the day after, and the day after that. Always.
I kept whispering to Tsubasa that I would protect her forever. That must have made her feel safe, because a few minutes later, she closed her eyes and her breathing started to even out. She was probably tired from the stress and driving all day. Yeah, probably. Beast probably going to get the next day. I leaned my body against hers and decided to turn in for the night as well. And that was how I fell asleep, with the comforting feel of Tsubasa's warmth next to me. Maybe that was why I had the most beautiful dream that night. A dream I was having a nice piece of breakfast back home in the Tokyo residential complex. Mom was smiling happily, Kato and I were smiling happily. It was a scene from a time when I was still ignorant, of a place I held dear in my heart. I had a burning desire to take Tsubasa there. I'd promised to do that for her before. If I showed up at home with a girl, even one who wasn't Kato, I bet Mom would literally start jumping for joy. She'd cook enough to feed an entire village. So much Tsubasa would feel bad she couldn't eat it all. I would eat surrounded by those I loved. How I longed for that day to come. That was my dream now. I wanted to introduce Tsubasa to my family. We could make it come true. I was sure of it, now that we had safely escaped from the killing game. Called it! I called it.
You did.
I no longer had to live in fear that my loved ones might die. Tsubasa and I would be together. I would always be there to protect her. Today, tomorrow, and forever. Till the end of time. And that's when we just died. Like, how did the bee get in the bus?
Don't know.
Killing game route, escaping our fate. Failed. I would have just fucking stayed awake to fight off the bee. Like, yeah, no, the fucking bee has, like, bee tracking. Alright. So, let's let Nozomi die now.
Yep.
The eyes.
Them eyes.
The beautiful eyes. My brand. How does it always happen? I was just picking hairs off my sock and all of a sudden, hey, there's some sock. Well then, if he could be too strong for Hemo Anima, we should have had... We should have had Tsubasa wear the suit.
Yeah.
Then, if the bee killed us, the sponsor would die and lose.
Right.
We should have to wear the suit at all times. No, I can't do it. I can't kill you, Ava. You're not thinking clearly, Takumi. If you don't kill me now, Nozomi will die. I don't give a fuck. But I just can't. You're basically an ally to us at this point. Listen to me. You need to do this for Nozomi. You must kill me. Press that button now. You two, what's this killing stuff all about? It's like this, Nozomi. I explained the situation. I told her how Ava was offering to die in order to save her. You can't be serious, Ava. I would never kill you to keep myself alive. Just being able to see you again was good enough for me. I'm ready to die now. Don't speak of death so easily. A kind-hearted child like you deserves to keep on living. Like, everything we're doing is a what-if scenario now.
Yep.
I'll say it again. Kill me now. Quick, before it's too late. Ava kept yelling at Nozomi to kill her, but Nozomi wouldn't do it. You have to do it. You have to kill me. Why won't you listen to me? Her loud shouts slowly softened into anguished cries. Please.
Nozomi! Please, kill me!
Her desperate pleading was suddenly interrupted by another voice. You want to die so much, Ava? You won't mind if I kill you myself then. Takamaru, didn't think Ava would be here too. We get to hunt two commanders at once. Lucky us. The Squad 4 commander's already dead. Killing Ava too will put us in a safe spot for a long time to come. Damn it, I forgot about them. I should have known these point grubbers might find Ava as well. Sorry, Takamaru, but if it's Ava you want, you'll have to get through me first. You bet. I've been wanting to get revenge for what you did anyway. You're not getting away this time, Ava. Takamaru, please, you can't kill Ava. She has a daughter. Do you really want to make that innocent girl an orphan? Nozomi made a last-ditch attempt to appeal to Takamaru's compassion, but to no avail. Come get some, Takumi! Growl!
Yeah.
Fierce fight against our allies broke out over Ava's fate. Takumi! Nozomi! Halfway through, Tsubasa and Yugamu spotted us and joined the battle, making it even more intense. Nozomi! When Nozomi got injured, Ava lost her cool and transformed, throwing everything into greater confusion. You dare hurt my daughter?
Duh?
You're no mother. You're just a freaky school invader. We kept fighting each other to the point we became unable to clearly discern who was on whose side. Finally, in the enemy's base, far away from the academy, the special defense unit was completely annihilated. Not by the enemy, but by each other. Damn. So, that's what happens if we don't kill Ava.
Damn. Okay then.
Killing game route, battle for Ava's point. Yes. So, while you were away, during this particular point, Takamaru, Ima, and Kako were trying to kill Ava for extra points to stay out of last place. Nozomi got super injured during that, and then she started experiencing rejection symptoms, So she started sucking Ava's blood out of her neck. And Ava saw all of Nozomi's memories about how her mother experimented on her and then killed herself, treating her basically like no more than a piece of shit. And then Ava's maternal instincts kicked in and basically adopted Nozomi as her second daughter. Because she saw all of Nozomi's memories. So her maternal instincts from being a mother herself also transferred over to Nozomi. So she adopted her as well. Alright, is that everything? Is that all on the killing game route? Like, is there no more on the killing game route? Oh. Hey, it's a pretty alright reason, yeah. Alright, so yeah, we'll have one last one. Saved out of me. So let's not saved out of me here. Sorry, Hideko.
Hideko!
Now that we know saving Dotami seems like a bad idea. And hey, we didn't get another story lock. We didn't, like, unless the story lock is after not saving Dotami. Because every choice from this point on I made did not lead to a story lock whatsoever. Nope, we are still story lock 3. We did not get through the story lock yet. Sorry, Dotami, you went nuts. I understand why you went nuts, but sorry. Gotta do it for the content. Yeah, Yugamu was right. If the Anti-Monster Alliance got wiped out now, all hope would be lost. The best we could do was survive and carry on Hideko's will. As I made my leave, my gaze fell on her, now on the verge of death.
I'm sorry I couldn't save you, Hideko, but we'll definitely bring down the sponsor. I promise.
You can't. Yugamu and I turned and started running as fast as we could. I'm sorry, Hideko. I'm sorry. I mumbled words of apology over and over again under my breath as we dashed across the town ruins. Oh, Ava was a great mother to Nozomi. We made it back to the school by the skin of our teeth. I threw myself onto the bed once I was in my room, exhausted from the non-stop fighting since morning. But my heart couldn't rest. The weight of my regret grew heavier with each passing moment. Hideko, Dotami. I could have saved them if I'd stepped in. I abandoned my allies to certain death. No, I didn't. I shook my head, yelling in an attempt to reject my self-reproof. By the time I'd seen them, it was already too late. My decision to flee was to avert total annihilation. I'd made the right choice. I didn't abandon them to die. They were already beyond saving. Is that Yugamu? He might be here to talk about what to do next. It's probably Tsubasa. Now that Hideko's dead, we need to have a serious discussion about the future of the Anti-Sponsor Alliance. I opened the door to let Yugamu in, but somebody else is on the other side. Takamaro, Ima, and Kako, too. What do you guys want? What do we want? Quit playing dumb, you freaking scumbag! Takamaro grabbed hold of me and an enraged look on his face. What's this about? Why are you so angry? Why wouldn't we be? 2 of our friends just got killed. 2? You mean Hideko and Dotami? We checked the rankings just now and saw they died all of a sudden. That didn't seem right, so we did some investigating of our own. And guess what? We received eyewitness reports that confirm you committed the crime, Mr. Sumino. What? Crime? Nozomi saw you leaving in a hurry with Hideko and Dotami this morning. 2 people you were hanging out with suddenly dropped dead? What do you think that means, genius? I'll tell you what it means. It means you killed them. I didn't. It wasn't me. We went out to hunt invaders together, but then Squad 3 Commander showed up, and then I said what had happened without going into too much detail. I told them about Hideko, Dotami, Yugamu, and myself forming a team to carry out a certain operation. When the commander suddenly showed up, he killed Dotami and Hideko. Yugamu and I had no choice but to escape. That's a lie if I've ever heard one. It makes a lot more sense to think that you were the ones who killed Miss Amamiya and Miss Shizuhara. I mean, you saw how fucking freakishly strong they were. Do you think me and Yugamu could have done it? Nah, dog. Those two occupied the top positions in the rankings. You must have set them up so you could take their place. Who would kill another person for that? I get it. You don't trust me, but you can check with Yugamu, can't you? He can attest to the fact that I wasn't the one to kill him. I don't believe a single word that perverted clown says. Besides, you might just be colluding with each other. Therefore, I'm afraid we found you guilty on basis of a long string of circumstantial evidence. And now you're under arrest. Enjoy your stay in the courtyard cage. Don't forget to make friends with Ava. No, stop! Let go! Let go of me! Calm down and stop resisting. They caught restraining me before I could say anything more. Damn. I was thrown into one of the cages of the I didn't kill them! You've got it all wrong. Let me out of here! No matter how hard I tried to protest, Takamaru refused to listen. I was left to languish in the cage. I stayed there day after day. Eventually, we reached the end of our first round. And since I couldn't take part in the hunt anymore, I'd fallen to last place, and the bees came for me. Okay. Round 1, loser. Oof. You had to ask me? Alright, so... how many endings are on the killing game route? I think I did everything. I can check it too. Alright, so we have ending 92. Let's see. So we have ending 91. So 85 to 92. 92, 91. 90, 89, 88, 85, so 86 and 87 should be here, 86, 87, okay, we got all the killing game route endings done. Cool. We did all the killing game. We did all the killing route endings. There's apparently 20 routes, roughly. Alright. Here's what we're going to call the video. As always, thank you all for watching. If you're enjoying the series and you want to see more, like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, follow me on Twitch, ArkNova3. And if you want to support the channel, check out the Patreon link in the description. For just $1 a month, you can help support me bringing the best content that I can.
Till then.
So that was the killing game route. Complete. Alright, and we will be doing the other routes, but not today. We are going to take a big break, probably for like an hour or so. Then we'll come back with some Bravely Default HD.
Till then.
Till then.